Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another stream. We are back tonight with the very Huckleheim crew, and we're going into the Italian Grand Prix for this one. The Temple of Speed, of course. Last time out, we had the Dutch Grand Prix as well, where we finished P3, a decent race for ourselves out in Netherlands. We were hoping to try and get a win. We did qualify on pole. Couldn't quite convert that to a race victory, unfortunately. So, a P3 in Zandvoort, we still do have a decent gap in the championship. It has come down a little bit after Zandvoort, but
watching that guy Vince Woohoo best 12
a whole year
months of my
already.
life.
Where's the time gone, Kate? Jesus Christ. 12 months from Kate, we'll love to see it, as well as 53 months from Jack, as well as the first month sub from Lightlord as well. Jesus Christ, it's all going off right now. Thank you much, guys, for the resubs there, ladies and gentlemen. Get the super spin chat to welcome Jack into Vince Fam for the 53, Kate into Vince Fam for the 12, and Lightlord for the first month at Twitch Prime as well. Appreciate those resubs and the new sub as well. Thank you, guys. It is non-F1, can confirm. We are rocking non-F1 today. But, yeah, finished P3 out in Zandvoort. It was a decent race for us, but, unfortunately, couldn't quite convert that pole position to a race victory. So, hopefully, today's the day we could try and do something like that. However, for those who don't know, some of you do know already, there has been an update to the AI, specifically in the 100 to 110 AI range. They've actually received a bit of a boost. So, if you play on less than 100, you won't notice it, I don't think. It's only for, basically, people who are playing over 100 AIs. So, I believe that they said that for every one AI, it's an extra 10th now, basically. So, I think 110 AI, they'll be a 10th quicker, essentially, than what they were before. So, I don't really know if we'll be at 110 AI. I think we should be okay on 110 AI, I think. I don't know. But we'll plan a little bit lower on AI in practice and see how it goes, and then we can adjust accordingly. So, 12 months of 5 with as a mod. Yep, you came up the ranks quickly, Kate. Happens to the rare few. The very rare few. But yeah, I do appreciate those resubs, guys. So yeah, I do think we'll probably be playing at like 108 AI just for practice. We'll obviously go through, race strategy and stuff. We'll go through the quali pace. We'll be able to get a good idea of where we are against the AI in 108. And if we are too quick, we can always go back to 110. If we find out that somehow they're too fast, then, we could drop it down a little bit more. So, yeah, hopefully that update will make the racing even more intense, and we'll have some good battles out there. It'll make getting wins a lot harder, that's for sure. A lot harder. I don't know how long the update's been out for. I think it only came out maybe yesterday, something like that. I'm not too sure. But yeah, so far this season, though, we are having a pretty good season. If we jump into mid screen now, you guys will have to see the same thing as me, but we do have a pretty good gap to Fernando Alonso in the championship right now. 21 points, to be exact. He did finish ahead of us in Netherlands. He got a P2, we got a P3. So he outscored us by a few points in that one. So that brought the gap from 24 to 21 after the Dutch Grand Prix. But yeah, it's still a pretty good gap. So hopefully in Monza today, we could try and get a win. Last season, I remember we finished P10 here because we used the AI mod here, didn't we? We used the AI mod here in Monza, and it made them very, very quick in the straight line. So, yeah, we opted not to use it anymore after Monza. But in Season 1, we did get P4 here, so hopefully we could try and, get a little bit better than that and get our first podium. What's the update? If you look up the patch notes, it's everything, but one of the notes on the patch notes was that the AI between 100 and 110 have basically received a 1/10th improvement. That's the general idea, is that roughly for every one AI is an extra 10th now. So we play on usually 110 AI, of course. So we'll notice now that when we do 110 AI, we'll notice that AI is about a 10th faster than what they were before. On average. It might be a little bit quicker, might be a little bit slower, because obviously you don't want it to be the same every single time, do you? So there'll be a bit of variant about it, but on average, it'll be about a 10th faster per one click now. So well, Jam, what up? How's it going, guys? Okay, great. Pierre King of P5 Gasly. Where is Pierre Gasly, actually? He is sitting down in... he's quite low, actually, in this career. He's actually been up there a few times. He got one P5. But, yeah, he does love a P5 in real life. But, yeah, Gasly's actually been up there a few times this season. He's just not been able to get that end result, or he's got a DNF, as you saw there in Netherlands. I think he was quite high up in Netherlands as well. So, yeah, I don't think we'll be expecting a championship charge from him, though. I think that's fair to say. This is how the R&D is shaping up so far as well as we head into the Italian Grand Prix. As you can see, we are now the top team. We weren't originally. I believe it was Aston Martin who were the best team going into this one, but of course, because we have the... Excuse me. Because we have the balance in the field chip on, whoever the top team is basically has to remove an upgrade. Aston Martin were the top team going into this, so they had to remove an upgrade, which bumped us to the top now. So going into Baku, I think it is next. Yeah. Once we go into Baku, we probably will have to remove another part, and that'll put Aston Martin back on top, and it allows the rest of the field to keep catching up that way. So expect lots of top-end battles. Expect lots of them. What up, Daniel? Better win the championship? I hope so. But obviously, their season's a lot tighter than what it was last season. I mean, if you look at the last season, we got a lot of wins. If you look up until, like, where Silverstone is, or even before, after that, actually, up until where Netherlands is, we won a lot of those races. You know, we got Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Australia, Imola, Spain, Silverstone, Belgium, Zandvoort. We got a whole load of wins there in Season 2. But if you go to Season 3, we've only won 5 races there in comparison to the 8 before. So... yeah, definitely not been as dominant. Definitely not been as dominant this season so far. Leclerc P2. Yeah, he did finish P2, but he did kind of bottle the championship a little bit. It was difficult to recover from. I'll give him that sort of, I'll give him that. But Leclerc was having a good season here as well. I mean, you can see he got a P1 in China, Monaco, Canada, then struggled a little bit after, got a P5 in Spain, P11 in Austria, and then a few good results after that. But yeah, that P10 in Bahrain, that P11 in Australia is kind of knocking him down a peg right now. So our main rivals at the moment are Alonso and Verstappen. They're actually on the same amount of points as well. As you can see, they're both on 225. So it makes things very spicy. Very, very spicy between those two. Where current R&D? That's the R&D right now. Ferrari have come up quite a bit because of the balance in the field chip. They're the 4th best team, but as you can see, the top 4 teams are almost equal with each other. Mercedes, Aston, Red Bull, I would say a joint top, and then Ferrari are just a smidgen underneath. So very, very close. Very, very close. But you've got McLaren, Racing Bull, who are fairly even there as well. Then Williams, Alpine, Haas, fairly close together. Then you've still got little old Sauber sitting on their own at the bottom. Poor guys. Poor guys. Right, let's kick things off with our specialist, shall we? Let's kick things off with our specialists. Leclerc does better in a shitter car. Apparently so. Apparently so. Because when he won those 3 races, he was significantly... Like, that car was much, much worse. So, they have got better, but he's got worse. So, I don't know. Right, let's go with... We'll try and keep tires below 120 degrees. Reach 185 mile an hour or more for 30 seconds during race weekend. It is a 10 plus speed. We should be doing that, I think. What else? What else? What else? Lift and coast for 40 seconds or more during race weekend. Incur number 1 penalty. We could do a little bit of lift and coast. Probably won't be a huge amount, but we can put that on. And we'll complete 3 practice programs. There we go. It's getting very spicy. I didn't say that, but it works as well, to be fair. Right, let's head to race weekend. Let's see what weather awaits for us in Monza. Are we going to get a full dry weekend? I feel like we've not seen a wet weekend in Monza for a long time. It is usually like the peak of summer, isn't it? So it's quite rare that you do see a bit of rain in Monza during an F1 race. But let's see. Yep, it's going to be hot. It's going to be a hot one. I don't remember, when was the last time we had a wet Monza, chat? Now that I'm thinking of it, when was the last time we had it? Because I feel like it's been a while. Not in my recent memory do I remember any of it. Because usually, like, they do Monza during the peak of the summer, right? So it gets very, very hot sometimes during Monza. What up, Tomo? Right, let's get our car set up for the weekend, shall we? Let's go with number 3 on here. Imola? Yeah, Imola doesn't count. Just Monza. Just Monza. Season 1, I think. I made it in real life. But honestly, now that you say Season 1, we might have had rain in Season 1. Does kind of ring a bell. But I was more talking about real life. I'd say, well, that could say number 1, actually. That could say number 1. That could say number 1. And that could number 2. And then gearbox we'll put to number 1 as well. That's fine. All right, sweet. Let's head into the race weekend. Like I say, we are going to drop the AI down to 108 because I'm not too sure how the AI is going to be since the new update. So we'll play 108 in practice. We'll see how it goes. If we are too slow, then we can, drop it down a bit more. But if we're too quick, we can put it to 110 again. So we'll see how the new update is with the AI. Right, we've got race strategy, time management, and quality pace to do today. So that's perfect to judge the AI, actually. How good am I? I'll let you judge. I will let you judge. What up, Joshua? What up, Lippo? What up, Kevin?
It's time for practice here in Monza. Welcome.
Did we do F2? Not in this career, no. Not in this career. What up, Aaron? This guy's not a true Ferrari fan. He never has been. He's always been a fake. He's always been a fake. Right, let's start our setup. 2008 was the last wet Monza race. Wow. That was a long time ago, jeez.
Extra data during this session. Nothing you need to worry about.
I feel like it'd be kind of fun having a wet Monza.
We'll just confirm their performance.
That'd be very fun. I'm not really a big fan of this track, but I think in the wet it'd be good fun to watch a racer. I believe 110 AI gain a 10th a lap. Yeah, so every AI between 100 and 110 gain an extra 10th bellop. So, basically going from like 108 to 109, that actually be an even bigger difference than before. So, yeah, it'd be interesting. Be very, very interesting. But we're playing at 108 right now. We'll see how it goes, and then we'll just decide accordingly after. Do you think Perez would drive in 25? He shouldn't. And if I'm being honest, I don't know why we haven't got any news about him being, you know, sacked this morning. But, yeah, I mean, there's no reason why Perez should be driving in 2025 for Red Bull. Meeting was today. Well, hopefully get some news fairly soon. It'll be announced later this week. Is it expected that he is going to be departing? Is that like the rumor from the meeting? Is that they are expecting that? Let's use the hard time for time management.
Don't push the car just
and then
yet.
Liam Lawson in, I'm guessing.
Try to take it easy for the first couple of laps.
I hope Bottas drives for Red Bull. He will, but not as a first or second driver. He'll be the third reserve driver, what you want to call it. Kizo, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate you, dudes. Welcome in. Perez should go to WEC. He probably will, to be fair. He probably will consider it. Yeah, Lawson to Racing Bull over Tsunoda is crazy. I like Lawson. I do. I think he's got a good bit of talent. I think he's got good potential. But I'm sorry, I don't know what they see in him over Yuki. I really don't. I really don't know what they see in him. Should I buy Finance F my PS4? If you would like to, then yes. I heard Bottas is joining Red Bull. Yeah, as a reserve driver. That's the rumor. He was also offered a reserve role for Mercedes as well. Bottas will not be a first or second driver at Red Bull. I feel like Lawson's been underwhelming this season. He had like a couple of good races, but overall didn't really, you know, do much today. Obviously got points in Texas. But, yeah. I don't know. I really don't understand why they like him so much over Tsunoda. Really don't. Makes no sense to me. What the fuck? My car just leapt in the air. Why does Colin Pitts not have a seat if everyone loves him so much? Well, that's also part of the rumor as well, is Colapinto. What's he, you know, what's expected for him, essentially. And there is the rumor about him possibly going to Racing Bull alongside Tsunoda next season. But there's also the rumor of Hadjar as well going to Racing Bull, so whichever one Red Bull decides is the pick for them, I guess. Isaac Hadjar is happening. That would be my expectation. I'm just saying there was the rumor about him going to Racing Bull. And there was also the rumor about him going to Alpine as well. To replace Duhan. Apparently they're going to U-turn on Duhan and then bring in Colapinto instead. That was kind of wild. Wasn't too sure about that one. How do you rate Lawson? I like Lawson. I genuinely don't think Lawson's a bad driver. But he's obviously still quite raw to F1, isn't he? You know, he came in for a couple of races last season, did okay. Came in for the rest of the season this season, had a okay race here and there. Obviously, Texas probably was a standout one, if anything. But overall, there's no way he should be in a Red Bull seat. Not over Tsunoda, in my opinion. I don't know what Yuki needs to do. I don't know. I really don't know what Yuki has to do to get a seat.
Okay, test complete, and that was a
Sam
really
actually got
good
purple on
job
that, fair
indeed.
enough.
You got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
A driver from my country just got to F1. What country are you from? I'm going to assume maybe Brazil? Or Bortoleto? Do you play F1 just for fun with the goal to be in esports one day? No. No, I don't want to go into esports in F1. Just a little bit cautious right now. Oh, Paul Aaron, yeah. Well, to be fair, he's a reserve driver as well, isn't he? He's reserved for Alpine. F for Victor Martin. He's a Verstappen 23 seats against Red Bull. Apparently so. Apparently so. My frames are a little bit choppy. I don't know if you guys seen that as well. Every now and then it just cuts a little bit. Yeah, you see it as well? It's just a tiny bit choppy, like, I don't know. 17.9 that time, wow. Hard type as P1. Let me have a quick look. See if I'm running... Yeah, V6 are on. Let's try putting reflections ultra low. Sometimes reflections like to cause a little bit of issues, so let's try that. See if it helps. Seems a little better, doesn't it? Seems a little better. I'm about to get a wheel. What do you recommend to get better at first? Well, using the wheel, first of all. It's quite overwhelming, first of all, when you get a wheel. Because you're not really sure where to, you know, what to be doing. So, overall, honestly, initially you need to get a feel for the wheel. You need to learn how to drive smooth. Because a lot of people, when they get a wheel, they're very erratic with their steering and their driving generally. So, just get an idea of the feel of the wheel. Try and, you know, keep it smooth, and you'll be perfectly fine. Who has the safest seat in F1, and why is it Lance Stroll? Because he has a father who's in the who's in the sport. Monza or Fanatec? Monza, always. I love Wheel, it's so much more fun. It's so much more fun, it's so much more immersive, like, Wheel is the way to go. It's just so much more practical than using a controller, isn't it? That sometimes a little bit slower. We'll do one more lap, and then we'll head back into the garage. Fast on the hard side so far, it's a good sign. I like it. I do feel like I'm locking the tires quite easily, but I think that's probably just going to generally happen. So much more control on wheel, definitely. 74 FPS really matters that much? Does it affect traction? It's actually more about the physics. On lower FPS, you can actually curb ride a lot more than you can on higher FPS. Also, if I try and run higher FPS, it makes my stream lag, so... I have to run a little bit lower, annoyingly. And I've got a pretty good PC as well, so... It's crazy how quick the career mode cars are around here. They just turn in so easily. I'm V-Sync to 74 hertz, so... Let me go a little bit faster. 17.8, not bad. Alright. That'll do us for that program. We nailed that program as well, to be fair. I think we're probably okay using 110 AI here, aren't we? Because we're the fastest man on hard tires so far. Granted, we are less than 20 minutes into the session, but I think being fast on hard tires at this stage is kind of crazy. It's a little bit crazy. Are we looking at a medium hard? I'm honestly not too sure. To be honest with you. I know usually it's a one-stop around Monza because there's not a lot of laps around here. Only 53, I think it is. Which isn't a lot of laps for a short track. You know, the lap times around here are only about what, 1 minute 20? So the race is over fairly quickly at Monza. Nice, Daniel. I'd recommend it. It's really good. I really enjoyed it. What time do you think the race will start? Whenever qualifying is done. You're always going to say Monza because I can't give a definitive one. Do I use ABS and TC? Nope. All my assists are off. All my assists are off. Do you think Verstappen could pass Hamilton in titles? Yes, but no. Yes, I think he's got the ability to. No, I don't think he'll always have the car to. I think Mercedes dominated the regulation for so damn long that it allowed Hamilton to get that amount of titles. Same as, you know, Schumacher with Ferrari, and at the time, obviously, Benetton as well. So, I don't see Red Bull dominating the regulations for the next few years, that's for sure. I know Max is still only 27 years old. He's still probably got time on his side, but he's also probably not going to be in the sport for that long either, so... Yeah. Yeah, Max already said that, like, he wants to see out his contract with F1, which is currently lasting until 2028, so he'll be here till then, maybe even earlier if he gives up. And then he'll go do something else, so... He's been very vocal about not wanting to be in F1 for that long, so... Right. 17.8 so far. 10th and a half up on Verstappen on the medium tyres, which is pretty good. Pretty good pace, to be fair. Pretty damn good pace. Right, let's go on to... I think we'll do racetrack next. We'll use the medium tyres for that. And get that done. Do you think Max wins again next year? No. I think Red Bull are going to struggle next year. I think Red Bull will be in the same position as Mercedes currently are right this season. Like, Mercedes were very hit and miss. And I kind of see Red Bull doing what Mercedes are doing right now. Being very hit and miss. I wonder what Max's iRating is. I think he's over 10k. Or close to, at least. I'm pretty sure he's just over 10k. Max won't extend his contract anymore. I would be surprised if he did. Very, very surprised. Right, how's the lap times? We have dropped down to P4 now, but soft tire guys have overtaken us, so... right, let's go on to racetrack, and we'll get that done.
All clear the garage, please. Cars ready to leave.
Who do I think will win? I mean... McLaren look good, man. McLaren look very good. I think McLaren will probably have Constructors and World Drivers' Championship next year. The way they've improved so quickly this season was very scary. And I think they'll continue that next season. So if it's not McLaren and Lando leading the championships respectively, then, yeah, they've done something dramatically wrong. Imagine Max in MotoGP. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Why do you go with Red Bull and not Mercedes? Because this was voted. The people voted to have the driver in Mercedes, which is why we're here. Who do you think is going to win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix? Does Bro know? Does Bro know? Can you talk to your team in the game with the mic? Yes, you can. Unless you're on new-gen consoles, then you can't. Kimi Antonelli will win in Abu Dhabi. I'm thinking Bortoletto, personally. I'd like to see Charles win a championship. I think everyone wants to see Charles win a championship. But it is Ferrari. He had a great race yesterday, by the way. Leclerc's drive yesterday, it was very, very, very good. As was Hamilton's. Both those guys had really good races. I think if Leclerc had a better qualifying, he might be able to challenge Lando for the win. You know, either way, you have that 10-place grid penalty, which is always gonna hurt him. But that bad quali really held him back a little bit at the start, so... I think even if he just had the penalty and qualified pole or something, I think maybe he could have challenged Lando. Because his pace was very good. Very, very good. I say Heikki Kovalainen 80. How right am I? Personally, I think Lando wins the double Ferrari podium. Nah, double Ferrari podium. Leclerc started P19, he'd never. What are you talking about, Pipo? Come on, buddy. Leclerc couldn't finish on a podium from starting P19. That'd be silly. It's a little bit choppy, isn't it? It's a little bit cleaner generally, but I still get a tiny bit of drop every now and then. Who is the 2034 WDC? Robin Raikkonen. Kimmy's son will be there. The world isn't ready for Robin Raikkonen domination. Remember when Max went from P20 to P2 in Russia? Okay. I will say this about Max's Russia race. Very overrated. You guys know I'm a Max fan. But that Russia drive was very overrated. He was saved by the rain, essentially. He was running P7, P8 for most of that race before that rain arrived, and he was stuck there. He could barely move. He got quite lucky with the weather call. And credit, you know, he got the weather strategy right, and everyone else didn't. And he got to P2 because of that, but either way, a little bit overrated to say he went from P2 to P20 to P2 in Russia. Like, factually, yes, he did, but it did come with a good bit of luck. What is Piastri doing? What the fuck are you doing, Piastri? Lando sold so hard that day? Yeah. That's what Sochi 21 is known for. It's not about Hamilton's dominant win. It's not about Max's P20 to P2. It's not about the Lando Norris and Carlos Sainz battle at the start of the race as well. It was about that one moment from Lando Norris. And also that comical Lance Stroll radio, where their team said if he needs to box, and he said no and then hit the wall. Fantastic. Fantastic. Were you sad when Lewis started his final lap? No. I'm not a Lewis fan. I'm not a Lewis fan, so I'm not something I'd be upset about. Can you stay out? Yes, crashed immediately after. Literally. That's it. Oh, Norris is at turn 1 this time. Why am I being on McLaren's at turn 1? And why are they doing the same thing? What is this? This is planned. Verstappen's daughter, 2040 world champion. I mean, she'd only be 16 then, wouldn't she? So would she even be allowed to drive then? I don't think she can. I think she'd be too young still. 2042, maybe. 2042. Although, who knows what the restrictions will be at that time, so. Thoughts on Piastri? He seemed to drop off quite a bit at the end of the year. I think Piastri's a very talented driver. He's very calm, very composed. Yes, that was the maddest I've seen him, and it's still very calm, so. Sim, next up, follow on Twitch, mate. Appreciate you, dudes. Welcome in, buddy. It's my favorite driver, Verstappen. Yeah, we could definitely play 110 AI, I think. We're hitting these goals very comfortably. And they're pretty quick on these mediums too, so we'll be okay on 110. I was a little bit worried about the AI buff, but I think it will still be okay. We can bump it to 110 for FP2. How did mediums feel? Pretty good. Honestly, the hards felt good as well. All the tires so far felt pretty solid. Rear left tire is coming up temp a little bit, so. But the wear's not too bad either. Left side's probably the only one that's really coming up a bit more, so. I think all in all, we're in a pretty good spot. Fairly happy. Do I support Red Bull? Not really. I mean, Technically, yes, I do, because obviously being a Verstappen fan kind of makes you a bit of a Red Bull fan at the same time. But I'm more of an Aston Martin fan than I am a Red Bull fan. Tom was struggling on 110 AI early in an earlier stream. It also depends on what track you're at. Because there are some tracks that AI still might be a bit easier, but they should be generally harder at most tracks. But Monza was one where they were very weak before. So they'll still be fairly weak, I think, but... yeah. We use miles in England, yeah. We use miles. Which is why I'm using miles per hour. You're a Lance Stroller? I'm a massive Lance Stroll fan. I keep telling the people, 2026 World Champion for Lance Stroll. We will be there. We will be there. Well, Swaggy, yeah, we got the Constructors. We got our first podium of the season on the final race. And claim the Constructors as well. Love to see it. Love to see it. Thought it was a car behind me, it's not. F125 will probably be around mid-May, I reckon. Around mid-May, so we've got about around 6 months until the new game. And hopefully it'll be a big improvement. Hopefully. Swaggy, next up, follow on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it as well, dude. Welcome in as well. Oh, we did all the lift and coast on the in-lap. That's a kind of cheaty way of doing it, but alright, we'll take it. You've been quite consistent though, Vince. Can you challenge for drivers? No. I'm not consistent enough where I consistently get podiums and things, which is what you need. And I'm not quick enough compared to those guys. Also, I kind of deny that I'm consistent in a way. Well, generally maybe, but this season I haven't been very consistent. It doesn't help that I've missed a lot of races, but if you look at my results this season, they have been a little bit kind of scattery, so... yeah. Abu Dhabi was a very good race for us. We had a good time. I think the wild card also kind of was in our favor. You did well in F123? I think I finished like 8th or 9th of the championship. I don't know. I can't quite remember. I think after the after Perez, Horner, and Marco shenanigans, the only people who are Red Bull fans are the ones left with from the Vettel era now. Pretty much, yeah. I don't think... yeah. I think a lot of Red Bull fans will say Horner should have gone when the time was right. And that was at the start of the year. I think everyone will happily say that. So, yeah, I don't know. I think there's always a lot of spite being a Red Bull fan still. Quite a lot, Cake. Quite a lot. Almost every single one. We don't get a lot of good luck. I mean, I'd say the only good luck we had was probably Abu Dhabi. We didn't have a lot of good luck otherwise, so... yeah, I guess we got our fair share of good luck finally, but... yeah, we have been on the wrong end of luck quite a lot in the Creator Series, so... Maybe the tide is turning, though. Maybe we're getting a little bit of a teaser into what could happen for next season with the luck, so... we'll see. We'll see. Right, I think that should do us for FP1 then. So, we are currently sitting in P4, only a 10th and a half of Charles Leclerc, but we are on the medium tyres, so... all looking fairly good so far. All looking fairly good. You got luck when you needed it the most? Yeah, that is true. We did get the luck when we needed it the most. You did really well in Baku in CS, didn't you? Yeah, Baku CS was a lovely race. Really, really great race in Baku Creator Series. I had a great time. When's the next season of Creator Series? Not until the new year. They'll be done with it for this year. It will start again the new year. Not too sure exactly when, but I'm sure they'll announce it at some point, so.
And that's it. Practice is officially over.
Baku luck should burn. Yeah. Oh, I did not mean to accept that. Okay. Guess I don't see how the table finished. But yeah, I don't know. I remember last time we did Baku before, you know, the one we just had. Obviously, we had that random internet issue, didn't we, when we were leading the race. So that fucks me and my AI DNF me. And then in that one, obviously, you know, Hayden did Hayden things and crashed in Castle, and I couldn't avoid him. So, yeah, that was fun. Was it Lance Stroll P1, was it? I'm telling you, chat, 2026, we will be there. We will be there. Right, let's get to FP2. We've got only quali pace 2 now, so. When's the community race sign up for Abu Dhabi coming out? For Abu Dhabi, not for a little while. However, we are doing a community race in Brazil this Sunday. So the sign up will be out for that one tomorrow. So keep your eyes on Discord. How many bottles in CS? What do you mean bottles? I mean, the only time I bottled CS was probably Vegas. I declined every other bottle other than that. But Vegas I bottled. I will happily admit that one. I don't think I bottled anything else in CS, though. Banana coming in with a 7-month resub as well. Thank you much, Banana, for the 7 months, buddy. I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, get the sleep spin chat to welcome Banana into Vince Fam for the 7 months. Appreciate you, dude. Welcome in, man. Right. Let's go pump out some quality laps then. What are we going to do on Saturdays now? Well, to be fair, I was thinking about maybe doing more iRacing and stuff. Because we're into the Christmas period, I like to have a bit more fun and stuff like that. So we probably will start doing a few other things. You know, to play a little bit of iRacing, play a bit of ACC, maybe Euro Truck Simulator as well. So yeah, we'll be doing a few other things from time to time. We could probably do some ACC lobbies, yeah. No McLaren shirt today? No.
Let's get a few laps on
I
the
looked at
belt.
it and I thought, disgusting. I couldn't have it in me to do it. Yes, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate you, dude. Welcome in as well, buddy. What do you think of the Abu Dhabi GP? Started off very spicy, got boring pretty quickly. It was a little bit interesting towards the end, obviously, with Hamilton catching Russell and stuff like that, but yeah. Overall, I'd give it a 6. I'd give it a 6. Wasn't a crazy good race, but had some spicy moments. Used to streaming ACC last year, convinced to get it, and I loved it ever since. ACC is a great game, to be fair. I would say it probably is the cheapest and best sim that you can buy. ACC is a lovely game. Did you find out why they did short quality on Saturday? I don't know. I generally don't. I think they wanted to maybe save tires, maybe, because of... No, even then, you still have to get... You still get the same amount of tires, so... I don't know. I really don't know why they did it. I let out my frustration and said, you know, I don't think it was very fair that we didn't get a ping for it at all or anything. And I spoke to Jake yesterday because I met him in at Dennis Meetup yesterday, and he didn't know that there was short quality. So yeah, that was a little bit of a fuck up on the creator series side, but they apologized for it. They said it was a mistake, and you know, I accepted their apology. I don't get why you can't do a career with a real driver in the game. You can. In F1 24, you can. Who do you think will race for Red Bull after Checo's leaving? At the moment, it's looking like Liam Lawson. Not that I agree with that, but that's the current rumor. Oh, yeah. No, you can't with the 2024 F2 drivers, which is a bit shit. What's the optimal tire temp? When I start a quali lap, I like to try and get my softs up to about 80 degrees before I start the lap. Obviously, every tire's a little bit different, especially the different compounds and things, so... But usually, general rule of thumb is 100 degrees is perfect. Typically speaking. But like I say, every tires can be a little bit different. Some might operate a little bit lower, some might operate a tiny bit higher. But on average, 100 degrees is about right. Wherever the tires are in TT is optimal. Again, that's soft tires only, though. And I'm pretty sure that's about 100 degrees, if I remember correctly. Over the it goes. 1740 to get us going. P1. I didn't love the AI, did I? I left it at 108 by accident. I think I left it at 108. Am I going to play it for manager again sometime? Probably not for a little while. Probably not for a little while. Pierre Gasly saying unbeatable records, one of the greats. Okay. Okay. Is it possible to drive like this with a controller? Yes, but it's a bit harder, I'd say. Because obviously with a controller, it's difficult to be more precise and get a lot of, you know, threshold in the steering and the throttle and stuff, so you could definitely still be as good. There are people who play on controller who are better than me at the game. So, absolutely it could be better. Do you think Quali Sim is bugged? Yes. It's been bugged for a long time. Very long time. The fact that Sonoda beat every racing pool partner he's ever had and they will still choose Lawson feels illegal to me. I can't make any sense of it. I really can't. Like, I don't know what Sonoda needs to do. As you say, he's comfortably beaten every single driver that he's raced against and always proven that he's got, you know, a good quali pace, good race pace. I don't understand. There was, like, I think Helmut Marko said during the season that, like, Sonoda needs to be better with his temper or something like that. But let's be honest. Max Verstappen is known as one of the biggest hotheads in the sport. And he's obviously the main driver of Red Bull. So, I don't know. I don't get it. My best at 18-1 on controller, the wheel setup definitely makes you faster. I think that you could definitely find more potential out of wheel. I think a game like this, obviously, is it's very controller friendly. So, you know, if you did something like iRacing, which is an actual sim, you'd struggle a lot with controller on that. You would definitely need actual, you know, sim equipment for that. But in F124, you can still get fairly, you know, close with controller. Sometimes, like I say, people are much faster than me on controller, so. So it needs to go to Aston Martin in 2026, what it needs to do. That would probably be the most realistic option. I think Tsunoda and Alonso in 2026 would cook. However, if there's a Lawrence, there's a Lance. That's the saying. That's the saying. Right, okay. Let's skip a little bit of time, then we'll go down to maybe the last half an hour, and then we'll go for another lap. I don't think we'll do the quali pace, though, because obviously, as we saw, it's very broken. So we'll go to about the 30-minute mark, and then we've got 3 soft tires we can use, so we'll pump out some laps on these, and that'll be us done for practice, basically. Do you think Max Verstappen Jr. will drive an F1 in the future? Who knows? Maybe. Maybe they'll have no interest in the sport. I'm sure Max will probably try his best, though. F124 is $14 on Game Pass right now. Should me and my friend get it and leave F123? I mean, it is the game everyone plays, so. I mean, F123 is a better game in terms of the drivability. However, for $14, you can't go wrong, really, can you? So. I probably wouldn't pay more than, like, £25-30 for this game. So if it's on sale 14, then that sounds like a W to me. Right. Let's make sure the fuel is on minimum, which it is. Perfect. Let's go do a couple laps on these fresher soft tires.
Okay, engines fired up.
Is F124 better for controller? Oh, yes, massively. Massively. Especially if you're a casual player as well. If you're someone who's, you know, not really trying to be competitive or anything like that, you'll enjoy F124 a lot more because it was built more for the casual player. What's my constructor's prediction for 2025's time from P10? Oh my god. Sauber last still. Although they did show a bit of improvement towards the end of the season. But I'd say Sauber lasts. I'll say... Haas in 9th. Racing Bull 8th.
2 laps of fuel remaining now.
Alpine 7th. Aston 6th. Oh, I forgot Williams, haven't I? I put Williams 7th, actually. Then Alpine 6th. Aston 5th. Red Bull 4th. Mercedes 3rd. Ferrari 2nd. And McLaren 1st. What's F124 on sale on? Apparently on Game Pass. Is what someone on my TikTok was saying. Williams 9th, they have no freaking money left. Yeah, but I do think an Albon and Sainz driver up is pretty solid. And I think they'll score some consistent points. Not a lot of points, but some consistent points. And I think that will probably just help them. But yeah, the fact they have had a lot of incidents this year has really hampered the development for next year. So, but I think because they've got a good driver lineup, I think they can take a bad car to a top 10 every now and then, right? So that's why I think they might finish a little bit higher than that. I do think it'll be tight towards the bottom, though. I think it'll be quite tight. Ferrari win the Constructors next year? I hope so. I want them to win it this year, but I would rather Ferrari win it than McLaren personally, but PlayStation, Xbox, or Switch? What's the question? Which one would burn an apple quicker? Bit of improvement here. That's a nice parabolic of that. 17-1. Very nice improvement. Albon goes P2, by the way, in that Williams. So he's getting the best out of the straight line speed of that Williams. In terms of my favorite, I don't really have one, to be honest with you. I was a big Xbox guy growing up, so I guess Xbox, but I had a PS5 for a little bit, but didn't play it much. So, I don't know, I don't really... PC over all of them, is what I would say. You can't spell Ferrari without bottle. Now my Drivers' Championship is tied from P20? No, that's too long. I'm not doing that. I'll give my top 5 maybe. But I'm not going from P20 to the top. That's too long. I would need to do a separate stream on that, I think. Top 5. I'll go... Russell 5th. Piastri 4th. Verstappen 3rd. Leclerc 2nd. Norris 1st. I know a lot of Lewis fans probably aren't going to like me putting in the top 5, but I think he might struggle in his first season at Ferrari. Maybe he'll be like 6th, maybe. But I think Hamilton will probably struggle initially. No Fernando Alonso, I see. 2026. 2026. He'll be 2nd with with Stroll 1st in 2026. What's a good AI difficulty for a beginner in F1 24? Between 60 and 70, maybe? Why isn't Leclerc P1? Because I think that McLaren will get the Constructors. I think McLaren will get the Constructors, and I think that their car will be pretty good all year round. I don't have enough faith and trust in Ferrari to produce a winning car every weekend. Whereas I can see that with McLaren. I see that with McLaren. I see the direction they're going. And with Ferrari, I still have my doubts that they'll be quite a hit-and-miss team. I'll do so many things to watch Stroll be a contender for a Drivers' Championship. Imagine he actually does one day, though. What happens? What do we do? How do we act? Max first. Red Bull are going to be a shambles next year, I'm afraid. I want him to be first. I'm a Max fan. I would love Verstappen to win a championship again in 2025, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Guys, everyone be aware, the car's ready to
I think Red Bull are going to be way too slow next year. Monza or Fanatec, which do you prefer? Monza, by far. Lewis Hamilton will not win another title with Ferrari. I think he can. I think he's got enough in his abilities to. I just don't trust Ferrari. The same reason as Leclerc. I just don't trust Ferrari. Max is going to do a Rosberg? No, he's not. Max will be around to the end of his contract. We all know that. If Stroll is ever in contention for a championship, the game is gone. Yeah, I think we all have to leave the sport at that point, don't we? I can see that, Yuzi, yeah. I can see that. You never know if Max wins or not. Right, but that's the whole idea of prediction, though, right? We don't actually know what's going to happen, but it's a prediction based off of what could happen. What if there's a world Max takes build his contract? I think we're past it. I think with everything that's currently going on with the sport and him now getting a Rwandan community service, I think he's going to do that and he'll think, what the fuck am I doing? I would be very shocked if we ever see Max go past his contract. Very shocked. Right, we've got 2 more soft tires to use. Let's pump up these laps. See how we are. It's crazy how nimble this car is in the front. Just tiptoe it through the corner. Nice exit. This is a really nice lap so far. Jack doing podium in 2026. He had a very cautious race in Abu Dhabi yesterday, didn't he? Bro was just trying not to bin it. That man had no, went in with no risks. 16.5, what a lap, holy shit. Okay, we are pretty quick in our quali trim, aren't we? We are pretty damn quick in our quali trim. How much torque do I use? Well, this is a 9 Newton meter base. I probably use about 8 of it. Roughly. Max Lamont visits me fangirling in the pit lane. Dude, the line to try and get an autograph from him would be crazy, though. Absolutely crazy. I don't think I'd be wanting to go in that line. I'll just try and get a picture of him or something, then let's just leave. I'll be content with that. But yeah, the amount of people trying to get the autograph would be insane. Buy your place in front of the line. Well, to be fair, you know, in 2026, we are going to get the Hyundai Genesis in F1, so... Oh, sorry, in WEC, I should say. So maybe I can, you know, talk to my friends there, and maybe they can try and sort me something out. Who knows? Jay, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate it, dudes. Welcome in as well. Get out of the way of this Williams going by. Sorry, Alpine, not Williams. Max Hyundai confirmed. Imagine, though. Imagine. On turns like the long right in Bahrain, why do I lose the rear every time in F124? Either you're running up the inside curb. If it's the right-hander I'm thinking of, you're either running up the inside curb, which is causing the back end to step out, or you have a too low downforce, basically. One of the two, maybe both. Who's the greatest driver of all time? My personal go is Michael Schumacher, but the argument would be between him and Hamilton all the time, won't it? They're always the argument. Who do I think will drive for Cadillac in 2026? I think they're going to want an American driver. So I think they'll try and go for Colton Herta. I think... Or another American driver, I don't know who. I think there's... They could look at Logan Sargent, I guess, but I doubt Logan Sargent would come back to F1. I think Colton Herta would probably be someone they look at as their primary target. They're going to want an American driver to represent them, and he's probably the best fit for it, I'd say. Obviously, there's a whole super license issue, but I'm pretty sure I'll get this time around. Especially if Cadillac, you know, pass me a bit of money and stuff, so... alongside him, though, I reckon they bring back, like, a retired driver. Maybe a K-Mag, maybe a Ricardo, maybe a Bottas, something like that. I don't think they're going to go for, like, a youth sort of signing or anything. I think they're going to bring someone with a lot of experience back. I have a feeling they'll do that. Aston Alpine could be faster than Aston next year, to be honest. No, I don't think so. Aston definitely have, you know, stunk up the gaff this year, but I still think they'll be better than Haas and Alpine next year. Go Tiffy. Predictions for Man U versus City? 1-1. You reckon Danny Ricciardo? But the thing is he going to want a third stint, though? You know, he's already come back a couple times so far, and he's got kicked out every time. So is he going to actually want to go through it all again for Cadillac? I don't know. I'm not too sure. Right, let's just go on to a fresh soft, which we're already on, and we'll do one final lap. This guy I know thinks Max is the best driver of all time. No. I do think, though, Max is probably in the top 5 now. Especially after securing number 4. I do think Max is in the top 5. I never left part 2 be so cold if Danny came back. Yeah, that podium would hit different though, wouldn't it? You think I'm the best driver of all time? I am leading the championship, to be fair, so... Big up, Berry. Do you think Vettel comes back? No. Nor should he. Apparently Bottas paid for the driver's dinner. It was nearly 6,000 euros. To be fair, 6,000 euros for all 20 people, I'm sure, at a fancy restaurant. Honestly, sounds kind of cheap. They probably went to a very bougie restaurant, and for 20 people, I think $6,000. Sorry, euros is it's not bad.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Favorite F1 game? 2020. What's your opinion on Lando? Very quick driver, is inconsistent. Needs to improve his race starts as well. Although I did hold it yesterday, so. Alright, we'll do one more lap, and that'll be us done for this quali pace. Let's finish this up. Oh. Accidentally turned the RS off. Oh, a bit of a rear slides. Norris needs to improve his defense as well. Yeah, probably to be fair. Oh, it's a little bit tight on the Delta. Through a scar we go. Did lose a little bit on entry. Don't have as much pressure this time around, so. Through parabolic we go. Yeah, a little bit low on the lap. A little bit too low on the lap, not too bad. 16.7 though. It's still a pretty good lap, but yeah, couldn't quite beat that previous lap. 16.5 is the best we're going to finish up with then. Not too shabby. Do I use SRC setups? Yes. I thought 720p on 1920 monitor was bad. What are you talking about, Wolf? 720 on 2560 is even worse. You have a 2560? Jesus Christ. Oh, Twitch quality. Twitch quality being Twitch quality. At its best. I just got a wheel. Do you think I need gloves? What wheel did you get? What base do you have? The Monza R9. Who is at fault into turn 1? Oscar or Max? I already said on Discord I think it was a racing incident. I think it was a race incident. I think there's been a lot worse that went unpunished this season at lap 1, turn 1. Have I caught any OG G49 Ws yet? Yeah, we got 3, I think. I've not played a huge one, but I think we got 3. I do think there were quite a few bot lobbies we were in, though. We were in quite a few bot lobbies. What up, team? Oh, I was way too in the pits there. Monza R5. I probably would recommend it, yeah. If you've got a direct drive wheelbase, I would recommend wearing gloves. Because those things kick a good bit of power into your hands, so. Who do you think will do better next year, Charles or Hamilton? Charles. Well, we did have Tidish in our lobby, Nico, so it kind of makes sense, really, doesn't it? Let's be honest. I have the R9 Wolf. I got the R9 V2. Thanks, Sniper. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's been a while since I had a podium in the Creator Series, so it was nice to be up there. It was nice to be up there. What gloves do you think I should get? Well, I use the 3M Sim 21s, and I love them. I think they're great. They serve me well. They have, like, as you can see, a lot of holes in them, so air flows through them quite nicely. But, yeah, they're really nice. I'd recommend them. Don't you get bored doing 100% races? If I was bored, I wouldn't be doing it. Right. I think that, ladies and gentlemen, that will do us for practice then. So, we are currently 9/10 up on Alex Albon so far. So, I think we probably are safe to play 110 AI, that's for sure. But, yeah. The AI around here definitely don't seem as strong, but let's see how the next 7 minutes goes. Carlos Sainz improves a little bit to a P2. And I think this is going to be a Mercedes 1-2 for the end of FP3. Or FP2, I should say. Oh, where's Ghosty? You just wanted the interview afterwards? What can I say? What can I say?
If today's practice is anything to go by, we're in for an exceptional weekend of
How many
Formula
championships do you think
1.
Max ends on? He might get a 5th at some point, but I don't think any more than that. I think he ends on 5. Again, like I say, I just don't have a lot of faith in Red Bull. I wouldn't be surprised if 4 was the amount he finished on, though. Because my faith in Red Bull is very quickly going more and more downhill. So. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that'll do us for FP2 then. Alex Albon did improve at the end, and he actually split the 2 Mercedes apart. So that Williams doing straight line things, as he always has done, and is sitting pretty in between the 2 Mercedes in that second spot. But ourselves on top so far, the 16.5, a really good lap there. Carlos Sainz in P3. Lando Norris in P4 right now. Verstappen P5, our championship rival, of course. He's still a second off from us. Logan Sargent in 6th in the other Williams. Then we've got Gasly, Hamilton, Stroll on the medium tyres in 9th. And then Alonso in that top 10 as well. Again, both Verstappen and Alonso are our championship rivals right now. So, yeah, seeing Alonso that far down the soft tyre is quite interesting. Maybe he did a race pace rather than a quali pace in that soft tyre, though. Charles Leclerc done in 15th for that medium tyre. He was slower than Stroll by 2/10 on the mediums. That's not a good sign for the Ferrari. And you can see the rest of the drivers there as well. Perez down in 20th. Fitting. Very fitting. All right. That is FP2. Done and dusted then. I see you put about the rear suspension stiffness. You think that'd be cause of sliding even though I'm not riding the curb? It could be. It could also be your input as well. Maybe you're steering too much into the corner. I don't know. I would need to see what you're doing wrong to have to judge fairly. But yeah, it sounds like either you're going into the corner wrong. If you're not sliding on the curb, then either your input's wrong going into the corner, your line's weird maybe, or you just got a bad setup. Could be as simple as that. Is Ben halfway through his ban yet? He probably is at the halfway mark. Yeah, probably is. Where did I get my rig from? I bought it from Well, if you go to the next racing site, you'll always find local places to buy it. I think I bought mine from Box, I want to say. I could be wrong, but it might be Box. Black Man, but thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in as well. Yeah, it definitely is worth getting gloves. It absorbs the impact a lot more, Ghosty. It really helps absorb the impact. And it's a lot more comfortable driving with it as well, so... yeah, I would definitely recommend gloves for sure. How'd you find the last race season on Sunday? It was alright. Wasn't a crazy race. Wasn't a terrible race. I think it was overall a fairly boring race, but there were spicy moments. Like the start of the race when, you know, Verstappen and Piastri came together, and then when Perez went around as well. Like the opening couple of laps were quite spicy, and obviously with that battle towards the end between the two Mercedes. So there were moments of spice, but overall not a fantastic race. So I gave it a 6. Guri, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate it, dudes. Welcome in as well. Hope you're having a good one. I'm back after watching your girlfriend scream that alert. Okay. And I'm testing for Red Bull. Turns out I'm worse than Checo. I think you're cooked, buddy. Yeah, no worries, Ghosty. No worries, man. Yeah, you can buy the 3M gloves directly off the website. I don't remember how long delivery was, though. I think it might have been like a week, maybe. But I don't know. I could be wrong. How do I get to know where to brake in tracks? Look up a track guide online. On YouTube or something. Is this Max AI? No, it wasn't. But I am going to go Max AI, though. I am going to go Max AI. I think probably in January at some point, Finley. But not actually, like, sort of the day out for it yet. But it'll probably be sometime in January. Maybe a tiny bit later. Right, ladies and gentlemen. That, then, is going to sort us out for practice. So, let's get ourselves ready for qualifying here in Monza. What's your thoughts after drawing yesterday? Set piece FC. A goal is a goal. I don't care how they go in. But, yeah, disappointing to drop points. Right, so we're going to go 110, of course, which is perfectly fine. I think I saw the settings probably good. So, right, let's get our car set up then for the qualifying then. So, we are going to go with the new ICE. The ICEs are starting to show a bit of wear. So, I think at some point, we probably are going to take a new penalty for a new ICE. Because obviously, as you can see, we've got 44% on this one, 69 on that one, and 60 on that one, as well as the current one being on 20. So, I think at some point, we probably are going to take a new ICE. MGUK-wise, we'll take one of the... we've got number 1, actually. No, it's number 2. MGUH will go here. Put all these number 2 there. Controller choice number 1. And then gearbox will go with... Yeah, we'll go number 3. Number 1 and 2 are kind of our practice gearboxes at the moment, so... Yeah, that's fair, Ghosty. That's fair. Did Saka score for you guys yesterday? He did originally, but Martinelli was offside, so... Have we done Zandvoort already? Yes, we did that on Thursday stream. Yeah, we've already done Zandvoort. We finished P3. I might have just spoiled it for you if you wanted to watch it back. I apologize. Alright, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ourselves ready for qualifying here in Monza then. So, we are expecting a full dry weekend. From start to finish in the race and from start to finish in qualifying. I do see, though, at the end of the race, I do see a little bit of that precipitation coming through. So maybe, just maybe... we could get a little bit of rain towards the end. But, yeah, I think it will stay dry for the most part, though. So without further ado, let's head into qualifying Q1 here in Monza. Who's our teammate? Carlos
They
Sainz.
call it the Temple of Speed, and the pilgrims have come to worship. It's all about the speed today. Qualifying awaits us. Welcome to Monza for the Italian Grand Prix.
How come you wear gloves? No hate, just curious why you wear them inside. They're not winter gloves, mate. I'm not wearing winter gloves. Which team do you think is better right now, Liverpool or Barca? I think Liverpool probably are playing the best football in the world right now, so probably Liverpool. Right. Let's get ourselves ready for Q1 then. We'll skip a little bit of time to get us going then. Perez and Gaz, they're first out on track. Norris and the two Astons follow. We'll go to about the 15-minute mark, roughly. I should do about there. Let's see what Perez's lap time is to cross the line. And then we'll see what we need to do and head out for our first lap. Perez is a 16.6. That's actually pretty damn quick, actually. Fuck. I was not expecting to go straight into 16s off the bat here. Pierre Gasly does a 17.0, 3 and a bit tenths off from Perez right now. Okay, so we do need to go pretty damn quickly here. I was not expecting to need to be pushing too hard, but looks like we are going to have to, so. Yeah, the reason I wear gloves is for protection against the wheelbase, because I'm running 9 Newton meters of, you know, torque. It's a lot of torque, and doing that for a lot of laps can damage your hands and stuff, so. Hand protection, wheel protection, grip on the wheel as well. generally a lot more comfortable to wear them. Makes it more realistic. I don't really wear it for the realism. If I was wearing the gloves for realism, I'd probably put a race suit on as well. Right. Let's get these tires up to 10. We've got a few cars behind us, so need to be a bit careful. Oh, be a bit careful of. Let's focus on tire temps for now. Let's go, Luke. Love that, buddy. Got quite a few cars to let go here, so we'll just stay over here for a moment. There we go. Let's try and get a little bit more tire temping. Like I say, the ideal tire temp is about 80 degrees by the time we start the lap, so that should do for now. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. First lap of Q1. Let's see what we can put down for our opening lap of the opening session. Let's lock in. I think 16.6 the first lap so far, so let's see if we can try and beat that. Oh, back and nearly kicked around a little bit there. Felt it go. Woohoo! Not seeing any purple centers yet, though. Here we go around the final corner. The famous parabolica down towards the line we go for our opening lap in Q1. Oh, 16.666 P7. Okay, we're actually quite far off where we need to be. Wow. We did a 116.666. Am I cursed? Did I just curse myself saying that? I might have. Only P7, though. That's not good. Below Sergeant. To be fair, that Williams is a rocket ship in the straight line. That Williams is a rocket ship in the straight line. I didn't get my first Creator Series win here. And is that what I gotta do? To honor your Creator Series when I gotta get a win here. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Monza, though. But yeah, either way, P8 at the moment is not ideal. We had a great FP2. But yeah, that lap was a bit off where we need to be. Carlos Sainz in P10 as well, so what's happened to the Mercedes? We were running P1 and P3 in FP2. All of a sudden, we're down in 8th and 10th, so something's not quite right. Something is not quite right. How do I know when to push the gas pedal when exiting a corner? It's a little tricky to learn, but honestly, the best way to learn is to actually try and force yourself to spin. It sounds crazy, but you need to force yourself to spin out of a corner so you know where the limit is, essentially. And you've got to keep doing it until you find out where that maximum is, essentially. So every corner will be slightly different, obviously, but you do need to be gradual with the throttle. You don't want to slam the throttle on because every time you're going to spin doing that. But if you force yourself to spin, you'll eventually learn where that limit is. And over the course of a track, you'll end up getting the hang of it fairly quickly, so. That extra 2 AI? Yeah. That extra 2 AI caused that. So, yeah, that makes it a little bit tricky, doesn't it, for the opening lap? Has everyone done their lap? I think so. Oscar Piastri down in last right now. P20 for the McLaren. We're 4.5 tenths off Lewis Hamilton on top. What the fuck happens to Ferraris? Okay. Hamilton, Leclerc turning up the heat here. A Ferrari 1-2 so far in front of Tifosi. Only Q1, of course. But we're seeing a Ferrari 1-2, an Aston 3-4. We've got a Racing Bull in 5th, a Red Bull in 6th, so basically a Red Bull 5-6. And Logan Sargent right in front of us. So, damn. Next year, please, at Ferrari. So where are we losing our time then against them? We are currently... Fucking hell. We're 3 tenths down on Leclerc in the first sector. About a tenth in the middle. And then about just under a tenth in the final. So all of our time's in the first sector. Huh. Sorry, I'm looking at fucking Carlos Sainz. I'm not even looking at myself here. Ignore me. Okay, let's actually go against Charles Leclerc, against ourselves now. So we're about a tenth down the first sector. We are 3 tenths down the middle. So it's the middle sector. We actually need to find more time. And the final sector, we could probably find another tenth or so there as well. So, geez, okay. 110 AI Monza is not fun. They're so quick in the race. Well, I mean, honestly, I think it might actually be the AI update. Because without the update, we'd probably be sitting where Russell is right now. Maybe. Okay. I like that, though. I like the AI more challenging. That's what we want to see. Do we need to do another lap? What's our gap to P16? We've got 7 tenths to show. I think we're probably okay against Joe. We're probably okay against Joe. Alex Albon will need to find a lot of time here. His teammate's up in P7 right now, so Albon's got to find a good bit of time. It's only Q1. Yeah, I know, but even so, I would expect to be a bit higher up than that, so... Okay. Bit of work to do. Track isn't that good at Monza either. It's good in the traction zones, but that's probably about it. But there are a good few traction zones, so you could find a bit of time. Right, let's head to the last few minutes here. Still P9 and 10, P8 and 10 at the moment. The Red Bull Sergio Perez splitting the 2 Mercedes a minute, so... Do we take the U set again? We could try, but I don't think it'll do a lot. Is it worth going out in the same set, maybe, chat? What do you think? What do you guys think? What up, Damon? It could be worth taking a used set and just trying to improve on that tire. But obviously it won't have the grip for a fresh tire, so... Same set, you reckon? We should see the first car taken out now. Gasly and Sargent already out, but I think they might be finishing it up, maybe, I'm not sure. Carlos Sainz going out again as well. Okay. We'll go on the same set then. We'll go out on the same set.
Everyone be aware.
And we'll see if it works. Hopefully it does. I don't know if we need to work a bit more on the tire temp, maybe, on the out lap, maybe. I'm not sure, but... Yeah, we need to try and get that lap a bit more together. And again, a lot of time to find that middle sector. Do you think Kevin deserved the penalty for the Bollard incident with Hamilton? Probably, to be fair. Although I don't know if there's anything in the rules about that sort of thing, so... I've never really seen that happen. Right. Let's focus on tire temp. Let's put all of our focus on the tire temp. Obviously, the left side's normally going to be a lot hotter than the right, so... Technically impeded Hamilton. Yeah, but I don't know, it was weird. It wasn't him himself that impeded him. It was him knocking the bollard into his car that impeded him. I've never said anything like that, so I'm not sure what the rules would be on it. I don't know if there's anything in the rulebook about that sort of thing, but... Yeah, maybe I'm surprised that this tourist didn't look further into it. Okay, that tire tip's actually pretty good. Might have got that rear left a little bit too hot, but we'll just call it off real quick. We've got a bit of time. That should do. Alright, here we go. Let's jump on final lap of Q1. Let's see if we can find a bit more time. Bollard deserves a penalty. Yeah, I agree, actually. 10 players give penalties to Bollard. Oh, the car snapped on exit turn 2. Entry was good as well. It's a shame. Found a bit of time in a scurry. Not got a lot of battery here, though. Yeah, there we go. Bit of time parabolic color. You said that's not a bad improvement. Over the line we go. It's going to be about a 10th improvement. That will get us through to Q2. And P10. Still a lot of time to find, though. Lot of time to find. And on a used tire, I don't think it was too bad to find that sort of time. But yeah, overall, we're going to try and find a lot of time. But to be fair, it's really tight across the grid here, actually. The top 4 separated by less than 10. Can we just appreciate Logan Sargent in P3, chat? Logan Sargent in P3 after Q1. What am I witnessing? What is happening? What's in this new update? Logan Sargent in P3. That's our king right there, chat. That's our king. Lewis Hamilton then on top so far in Q1 in front of the Tifosi. It's a Ferrari 1-2 as it stands. But Logan Sargent making the headlines of Q1 in that 3rd spot. Lance Stroll in 4th as well. Alex Albon in 5th. Alonso, Perez, Russell, Verstappen, and ourselves all in that top 10. We definitely have a lot of time to find going into Q2. Carlos Sainz 11th, Lando Norris in 12th, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, and Gasly all through to Q2 as well. Leaving us in Q1 is Nico Hulkenberg. Oscar Piastri getting knocked out in Q1. Not good for the Aussie at all. Esteban Ocon out as well as both the Saubers in 19th and 20th. Where is that Logan Sargent going to finish in Q3? That is going to be the question, I think. That's the question. We've got Logan Sargent P3 right now. Will he finish there in Q2 and Q3? We'll have to wait and see. But on to Q2 we go. Holy shit. Logan Sargent is winter arc, honestly. I think we might have been too harsh on Logan Sargent, you know, chat. We might have been too harsh. Damon, thanks for follow as well, mate. Ross coming in with the 13 months of Tier 1 as well. Thank you much, Ross, for 13 months, buddy. I appreciate that. Welcome in, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been chat to welcome Ross into Vince for 13 months. Appreciated. We'll do our best to try and get a poll. We'll do our best. However, we are a bit off the pace right now, so got a bit of work to do. Whew. Right. Okay. After that chaotic Q1, let's focus on Q2. Let's see what more chaos can unfold here. So, the problem is we did put a lot of wear on that soft tire. 14% to be exact after Q1. So, probably should do the first lap on this anyway. It will be slow. It's 6/10 slower than the other soft, so... Yeah, I think we'll use this soft. We'll give it a go. But I don't think it'll be a very quick lap. But we'll see what we can do with it. And then we'll use the fresh one at the end of Q2. Or maybe if the lap is really bad, maybe we'll do an early lap on the fresh soft. We'll see. I don't think we use the soft for the race, right? I believe it's a medium-hard strategy here. Am I right in thinking that? So maybe it's worth just burning off all the softs? Maybe? Yeah, the problem is, Jeepsy, is because the AI did the in-lap, and every time you do an AI lap, it does a lot more wear on the tires. That's the downside of it. Which is why when people always ask me, why do I do drive out? Why do I not do return to garage? All that sort of stuff. It's because it puts default wear on your tire. And that can really hurt you in qualifying and maybe in the race if you use that tire as well. So, hards are banned. This is not the creator series, mate. This is career mode, not creator series. We don't have those kinds of rules here. Although, that'd be interesting for career mode, wouldn't it? If we were to ban the hard tire. Because the AI would still do it. Obviously, we can't ban them using it, but if we ban ourselves using the hard tire, I think that could make things very spicy. Could make things a lot more interesting. Can you drive my car? I'm your official account. Yeah, it looks like it. Right. Hold up. On. Giving you an idea, haven't I? You kind of have. You kind of have. Maybe for our next career mode. We'll see. Right, let's focus on this lap for the time being. 17-2 from Gasly so far. Do you want the pretty rainbow back? Oh, I'd love the pretty rainbow back. Tell you what, if there was a mod for that, I would definitely do it.
And that's P13. P13.
Do you want to go hard on an X5 race car? Where's the side door spawn from, Robbie? Oh, bit of a slide out of Parabolica. The other car trying to give way. Didn't feel like a bad lap, though. Don't let me go here. We're ahead of Sargent again. Let's go. I don't know if I should be too happy about that, but to be fair, I think, I'm not going to lie, for an old soft tire, I think a 16.7 is not bad. %23% that rear left, front left on 20%, and a 16.7. I don't think that's a bad lap at all. And that's actually a pretty solid lap for a tire that worn. What's the lap time we're aiming for? We need to be in the low 16s, really, I think. But on a fresh soft, maybe we can do that.
Less than 1 lap of fuel left now.
Was there a reason for the Pretty Rainbow not to be used? Well, the thing is, like, I don't know, because the current compounds of tires, like the C1 to C5, is still the rainbow tire, essentially. Like, it always was C1 to C5, but every compound was color-coded. Whereas now, they just pick 3 out of the 5 and then call it soft, medium, or hard. With the, you know, red, yellow, and hard-banded tires. But they used to be individually colored. And I kind of preferred it that way. I wish we had that back. Gazda 17-2. Yeah, 17-2 is nowhere near enough. Ricardo in PA at the moment. We should color code but still pick 3. See, that would make more sense to me. Because honestly, I think all of us here, maybe a couple of us will do it, but I think I'd say 90% of us here go into a weekend not actually knowing which compound of tires we're actually running. Like C3 to C5, C2 to C4, C1 to C3. No, not many of us really pay attention to that, do we? Whereas if they individually color-coded each one and still picked 3, we would know what compounds are actually running. So, to me, it would make more sense to do it like that, but I don't know. I don't know. Right. I never know which one it is. Yeah. I don't know. I really don't know why they did it that way, but that's what they decided to do. Okay. Anyway. Fernando Alonso is on top so far. Again, super tight in that top 3. 16.077 for Alonso, 16.092 for Verstappen, 16.125 for Leclerc. So the top 3 really tight together. We're down to P10 now. I think everyone has done their lap, but we still need to find a bit of improvement here because we're only a 10th up on Danny Ricciardo in P11. However, we did do that soft tire on a very old lap. So, if we do use a fresh soft tire, I say if, we are going to use a fresh soft tire, But the lap delta is saying over 8/10 difference between the old soft and the new soft. I don't know if we'll find 8/10, but if we do, we will comfortably put ourselves into P1 at the end of Q2. So hopefully we can do that. But they do show that at the start of the broadcast. Yeah, but not many people pay attention to it. I don't pay attention to it. If I recall, it was to simplify things for fans. I would argue it did the opposite. I would very much argue it did the opposite. Like, I guess in a way, yes, you always know, you know, the softs, mediums, or hards. However, when you actually look into it, you have that C1 to C5 range. And for me, like, having them individually color-coded, you know, with orange, purple, whatever other color we had at the time as well, that would make more sense to me like that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's just me, though. I don't know. LMV, thanks for following on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it, dudes. Welcome in as well. What up, Callum? How's it going, dude? Okay. Let's skip a little bit of time. Let's go to the last 3 minutes. And we should see the first cars heading out on track in a moment. And we'll follow along in a short amount of time. Shit, sorry to hit that, cool, man. Hopefully everything's okay, man. Don't stress it, my dudes. Don't stress it. I'd appreciate that, Cake. Thank you. Maybe send an email to Russell as well, the head of GPDA, and maybe you can try and push it too. Make things make sense again. All right. I should have done this a while ago. Do I go gym? No, I do not. I do not. Well, to be fair, every track's going to require differently, essentially, so... You have to go out. Man, we're going to go out, don't worry. We're going to go out in a moment. We'll let everyone else go out on track first, and then we'll follow along very shortly. Yeah, I mean, I think... I was going to say do that in F2, but they don't really, do they? But I mean, on most racing series, you still get, you know, one time only, essentially, don't you? So... I think, is IndyCar the same? I think IndyCar, everything's the same tire, right? You get the dries or inters, I think, or something like that. Or dries and wets, sorry, I should say. We know you work out 9 times a week. I promise you, I've not been to the gym since I was probably... maybe 20. I've not been to the gym in a long time. Gym is overrated. Why gym win sim race? Right? Why gym win sim race? Vince just turned 21. I wish I did. I wish I did. Why sim race when karting? Karting too expensive. Sim race cheaper. That front left gets so hot so quickly. Be a little bit careful of that. All right, 40 seconds to go in this session, ladies and gentlemen. All eyes on us then. We're down in P10 right now. We need a big lap here to get us through to the final session of qualifying. We'll burn a little bit of fuel here as well. All right, here we go. Lock in, ladies and gentlemen. This is a big, big lap. We need to improve drastically here. Come on, lock in. Messed up that corner a little bit, but...
Team Radio. Dead Call 23 says I remember lifting 25 kilograms potatoes for a living. I still move heavy stuff, but mainly as a bowling alley technician now.
If we don't get into 10th or higher, we're not going to
Come on.
progress to the shootout. Give it your best shot. Come on.
A little bit wide on that right hander. Only 2/10 so far. Come on. That was a nice intro parabolica. Look at the time again there. Down towards the line we go, ladies and gentlemen, with his final lap in Q2. 4/10 on the grid. 16.3 over the line. It's still not quite where we want to be, but it is enough to get us through to the final session. P5 is where we finish in Q2. And this run for pole position is looking very complicated. Fernando Alonso is on top at the end of Q2. 16-0 for Fernando Alonso and a 16-0 as well for Max Verstappen. 15 thousandths separating the top two with Charles Leclerc. Only 48 thousandths behind Fernando Alonso as well. So the top three, very even right now. Very, very even. Lance Stroll in P4, ourselves in P5, Hamilton, Perez, Sainz, Albon and Russell all in that top 10 as it stands as well. They'll be getting through to Q3. Leaving us in Q2 then is Yuki Tsunoda, Danny Ricciardo. Unfortunately, after that spectacular Q1, Logan Sargent is out in Q2. We had so much hope for him, chat. We had so much hope for Logan Sargent Q3, and maybe even a front row for the American as well for that Q1, but he is eliminated in the second qualifying session. Pierre Gasly with a 17-1 is knocked out of Q2 as well, and is joined by Lando Norris in P15. A terrible day for the McLarens. P15 and P17 is where both the McLarens start, so damn. But yeah, getting pole position here, we need to do something special because we're still 2.5 tenths off from Fernando Alonso at the moment, and yeah, still 2 tenths off from Leclerc as well, so getting pole here is going to be really, really difficult, but hopefully we can try and pull something together on this final lap, and maybe we'll be able to gun for pole position here in Monza. But P5 and P8 is where we start, where we are for the time being. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the final shootout, Q3, here in Monza. It's fine having Sarge now, but we still have him for P1. I like your optimism for Albon. I do. But I'm not too sure. Alonso was flying in Q2 there, so. Did lose a bit in that chicane, though? Yeah, we did. We did. Right. Okay. How many championships we have in all years? Well, in this career, we've only done 3 seasons. We won the championship in season 2, and we are on course for it in season 3, but, you know, easier said than done. But, yeah, still a way to go. Right. Chat, we need to decide now. Do we want to use the softs in the race, yes or no? Because if we do, we need to save a set. If we don't plan on using a set of softs and maybe doing a medium hard, then we'll use all the softs in this session. And we won't bother saving any. Because if we want to go for pole here, we need to, you know, some pretty damn fast laps. I need the grip for it. So, save a barely worn set. I mean, this one's on 8% right now. This one, when we're done with it, will probably be about 5. So, what's the race distance? 100%, sorry. You think use them all? Medium hard's the strat? Alright. I'm pretty sure after we use this soft tire, it'll probably be at about 5%, so. How many laps will the medium do? Lifespan is 42 laps, but let's be honest, it's probably going to be about half of that. So, let's say 21. The hard says 63, so probably about 31, 32-ish. So, I think a medium hard will probably be perfect. The lifespan is just how long it would take to get to 100%, essentially. So, yeah, we want to definitely half that, essentially. Easy one stop. Yeah, one stop's the way to go. Definitely. I think there's not enough laps to really warrant the 2-stop round here, so. Okay. We'll use all the softs then. So, we'll start off with this soft tire, and then we'll use the one we unlocked for Q3 after. I'll tell you what, we'll use this one first, actually. Then we'll use this one after, so. Fuel's on a minimum. All right, let's do this. First lap of Q3.
Go, so let's get the car out onto the track.
I usually go for a double and start a new career mode. I never vibe with long-ass series. Most F1 YouTubers have like 150 episodes for one career mode. I mean, that's why I only really do 3 seasons, because I already do 100% anyway, which, you know, takes time, so that's why I don't do a lot of seasons, because I wouldn't get a lot of, you know, series done that way, so. I think it's 53 round here, yeah. 53 sounds about right. I think you're going to get P3, Max Leclerc, and P1 and 2. What about Alonso? Alonso was looking very quick in Q1 and 2, so he was on the top spot for Q2. $15.7 from Charles Leclerc. Are you kidding me? $15.7. I need a tow or something. Tell you what, there's a rebel behind me. I might use him as a tow. Down to turn 1. Perez on a lap, but I'm going to use him for a tow. Because 15.7 is going to be so hard to beat. Right, here we go. Tow me, Checo. Give me your toes. Thank you. What up, Mel? Come on. Doesn't let me go. 16.2, P7. I mean, I don't know how to get near a 15.7. I don't know how to get near that. Even with a toe there done towards turn 1, still could not get near it. Oh, this is going to be tough. Don't think it was a bad lap either. Maybe he's a little bit too much curb at turn 1, but man, getting them 5/10 is going to be impossible. Getting them 5/10 is going to be really, really difficult. I think lower the AI to 109 or 108. Yeah, maybe so. The thing is, in practice, it seemed like we were dominating on 108. But as soon as you put it to 110, like...
Less than 1 lap of fuel left
yeah,
now.
I don't even know.
It's pretty much empty.
I don't even know. ML, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate you, dudes. Welcome as well. Right, let's head back to the bots. Let's have a look at the lap times. And let's see, let's see what we've got to try and do. Who towed Leclerc the entire lap then, right? The 5/10 is crazy. I'm very curious where he found that time. Very curious. You're backing me, Jam? Okay, no, you're just trying to go for, you're trying to do reverse psychology here. You're voting on me to win, so I don't, so that Charles Leclerc has a better chance of winning. I know your game, Jam. I know your game. Split in the middle, go 109, you reckon? Maybe. Maybe 109 would be perfect. Why do you say that F124 is easier for controller versus 23? F124 is generally, the handler model is much more controller friendly. Much more controller friendly. Like, F123 is as well, but even more so on F124. The front end of the car is very pitch sensitive, which is really good for controller. I actually find it's hard to spin the car. Like, even when I try and spin it, it's kind of difficult to. So, yeah. Generally speaking, the cars are very stable, which is perfect for controller. So, we are currently nearly 5/10 off from Charles Leclerc. To be fair, I mean, he's the only one in the 15s. He's the only one to get into 15s. By over 2.5 tenths of Verstappen, who's still on a 16-0. Fuck. Ferrari and Monza spec, yeah, no kidding. Hamilton has dropped off a little bit, though. He was obviously 1-2 with Leclerc after Q1. But, yeah, he's done in 6th now, so... we need to find 2 and a bit tenths to get by Verstappen. I'm not going to compare against Leclerc. I'm going to compare against Verstappen. So, first sector, we're kind of on par. A tiny bit slow, but not really enough to make me worried. The middle sector, we have lost a good bit of time. About a tenth and a half in the middle sector to Verstappen. And the final sector is, again, fairly close as well. So, a lot of our time is in that middle sector. That's what we've got to try and aim for. But again, I would really like a toe, I think. I would really like a toe. So I think we'll head out in about the... 2:40 40 maybe? I can hear Sainz's car being dropped. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this.
Okay, that's all the
We'll try and start with the pack and get ourselves a toe if we can. Paris, do everyone a favor and toe Vince? Yeah, do something useful. A big toe or a little toe. I don't care. As long as it says toe, I don't care. As long as it says toe, I will not complain. Alright, the new fresh boots are on. All down to this lap. I think there's one car staying in the pits that looks like a racing ball, which I think is George Russell. Maybe. What place did Perez get? He's done in 9th right now. Oops. That's a one downside to letting the AI go ahead of you, so don't do shit like that. I don't want to hit him. You do 4 races? We do. I hate this AI, man. I hate them. Go on, go. Bastard. I want to let Leclerc go as well. I want to sit right behind him. Is it Leclerc or is it Hamilton? It's Hamilton, that's fine. Alright, get past me, Lewis. There we go. Oh, I don't like how much they're holding each other up here, though. Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. We are going to get a bit of a toe from Hamilton here. Not a huge one, but hopefully be enough to help us in our aid for going for that front row. Here we go. Lock in, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, on the grass a little bit. Oh my god, I bottled. I fucking bottled. I broke way too late there. Did improve a little bit, Parabolica, but I bottled that 16-1. Where's it gonna be? P5. I mean, to be fair, it's actually not too bad, all things considered. Man.
With qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main event.
Think we could have got front row. Not gonna lie.
The Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Not gonna lie. Think we could have got front row. We lost a lot of time in Ascari there. Probably nearly 2/10. I think we could have got it. I think we played that toe absolutely perfectly. And we choked it in Ascari. I broke way too late into the chicane. And messed up the entire corner. I think we could have got it, man. Fuck. Charles Leclerc then, ladies and gentlemen, will start on pole position for the Monza Grand Prix here in Italy. Fernando Alonso will join him on the front row in second place with Verstappen in third. So both our title rivals are starting ahead of us once again in this Grand Prix. Carlos Sainz, our teammate, in P4 with ourselves in P5. Alex Albon pulls that Williams into P6 very quick in a straight line with that Williams, so expect them to be quick in the race as well. Lewis Hamilton did drop to P7 at the end of Q3. Lance Stroll, Perez, and Russell rounds out that top 10. But man, I really think we could have got on the front row there, so a bit disappointing to have lost out on it like that. I definitely think at least would have been where Verstappen is, so frustrating, but it is what it is. It is what it is. A good recovery based off Q1Ds overall, though, because we were struggling in the opening sessions. To get back to P5, I think we're fairly happy with that. And, yeah, a good day for Leclerc so far. A good day for Leclerc, which in front of Tifosi is very important for him. So, yeah, P5 is where we start, ladies and gentlemen, which means it's race time. Which car setup are you using? I'm using a custom setup. What happened to the time someone out redeem? We've removed it for the time being, Bucks, because it was being very, very, very well overused. So we removed it for the time being until we can maybe figure out another plan for it, essentially. Maybe up the price, something, I don't know. Man, I can't believe we didn't get pole there. God, we didn't get pole. But, as we all know, ladies and gentlemen, the points are won in the race. So hopefully, we can try and do exactly that in today's race. Of course, last time out in Zandvoort, Fernando Alonso and Verstappen both did get a little bit closer to us after that Dutch Grand Prix. We finished in P3, Alonso in P2, and Verstappen in P1, which means we are now only 21 points ahead of Alonso and Verstappen, who are both on the same amount of points. So 21 points right now is still a decent gap, but of course, if we have a bad race and Verstappen or Alonso win, they'll be in the lead of the championship. So it's still in a bit of doubt right now whether we can hold on to this championship. We're doing everything we can to do that, but obviously we have had about a couple of bad races which have impacted, you know, the way we are seeing the Drivers' Championship play out right now. So hopefully in Monza today, we could try and push on and score ourselves that race victory. Chat, the question is, do we stick to 110 AI or do we drop it a click or two? I think we go 109. Because obviously the AI have improved a lot in the new update. So I think we maybe go 109, maybe 108. What do you guys think? You think 110 will be fine? Do I like Sky Sports? I don't really care for them. I think 109 could be good, because on the update, the general rule of thumb of the update was that on average, the AI will be a 10th quicker for every one AI, from 100 to 110. So I think 109 should be perfect, because that would drop their pace by a 10th, and should keep us in keep us competitive, I think. So I think 109. That 1/10 makes all the difference. You think 109 as well? Where do I watch F1? On my TV. Norris fell off in your championship. Sounds like real life, huh? Sounds like real life. All right, we'll do 109 then. We'll do 109. That should still keep it difficult, competitive, and hopefully fair. That's what I want. I want to keep it competitive and fair, and then I'll be happy. But yeah, Lando Norris all the way down. Yeah, very low down. He's not got a lot of points this season. Had a pretty strong start. 5th, 8th, 7th, 8th. Then after that, didn't really get a lot of consistency. You know, he got a 13th. He got a 6th after that. Then a 17th, 11th. A couple of DNFs. Then a 15th, 11th as well. So, yeah. Not an ideal season for Lando in that McLaren. But to be fair, Piastri's been struggling more. Look where he is. Piastri has 2 points this season. Oh, Jesus Christ. I didn't realize he was doing that bad. He got 2 points this season, and he finished P9 in Saudi Arabia. That was it. That's the only time he scored points this season. He has been, yeah, pretty dreadful this season, to say the least. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That should be good, then. That should be good. Leave it to stop cheating. Cheating? In career mode? Okay. I'm going 109. I've decided. Oh, hello. Bitrate's dropped off. Come back, bitrate. Please. Come back. There we go. Thank you. I don't know why the bitrate just dropped for a second there, but it did. Yeah, it's okay, Craig. Should be okay now. Should be okay. If you got any lag, refresh your stream. Should be all good now. For controller, would you say that everything in 24 is easier or some things are harder? I would say most things generally are easier. I would say the only thing you might struggle with is just the feeling of the car initially. Because it feels very light. It feels very sensitive. So initially, it is a bit weird getting used to that, but you'll get onto it pretty quickly. For controller users, you'll enjoy it. Be a bit weird at the start, but you'll be alright. You'll be alright. No, I don't know what happened. It just, yeah, went to 0 real quick and then came back, so I don't know. Alright! Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ourselves ready for this race then here in Monza. 53 laps is what we've got to deal with for today's race. We are starting this race provisionally in P5, so maybe someone in front of us could have a penalty and that might give us an extra position or two, but we'll see when we'll start the race. But for now, let's focus on what we've got ahead of us. For now, we start in P5, and we need to score ourselves some big points here. We need to try and beat both Verstappen and Alonso. They are our title rivals right now. We are only 21 points ahead of both of them in the championship at the moment. So hopefully today, we can have a good race and try and extend that championship lead. They both start in front of us, but hopefully we can turn that around by the time we finish this race. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, while the race loads up, I'm going to go and take a quick toilet break. I'll be back with you guys in 2 moments' time. And then it'll be time for 53 laps of racing action here in Monza.
Welcome to the home of the Parabolica, now known as the Curva Alboreto in tribute to the Italian motorsport legend Michele Alboreto. It's a long right-hander. It dares you to keep your foot as far down on the throttle as you possibly can. It's one of the great corners on the calendar, and we're here at Monza ahead of the Italian Grand Prix. We're 12 miles northeast of Milan for today's Grand Prix at a Monza circuit where we can expect top speeds of around 215 miles per hour. 11 corners on this 3.6 mile track, with 7 of those coming in the form of chicanes. And with a good slipstream and DRS open, there should be plenty of opportunity for some passing here today. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and it's Fernando Alonso alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Verstappen, Sainz, Wang, Albon, Hamilton, Stroll, Russell, Ricciardo, Sargent, Gasly, Norris, Hülkenberg, Oscar Piastri, Ocon, Behrman, Perez, Joe, and Yuki Tsunoda. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And alongside me today is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll try anyway. It's Ant Davidson. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say, they've got the better of them more often than not. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you know, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, you know, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, you know, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Right,
we
and
maintain
hot in the cockpit, your
P5.
tyres will be even hotter. You're going to have to work extra hard today to keep them cool.
We'll do our best, Mark. We'll keep it cool just for you. Right. P5 then, ladies and gentlemen, is where we officially start this race, and it's going to stay that way as well. As expected, the strategy is saying a medium-hard strat. 25 on the mediums, 28 on the hards. Now, do we maybe reverse that and start on the hard tires, chat? What do you guys think? Do we maybe reverse this and try and be ambitious and go mediums in the final stint? What's everyone else doing? Ooh, everyone's on mediums. Damn. Everyone's on mediums. So if we do try and reverse it, we will struggle initially, I think. We will struggle initially. Don't forget the intersense, car. What's the delta? Let's have a look. Let's just change this. We're not going to do a two-stop, I don't think, are we? I think a two-stop would be a bit weird. If we wanted to do a hard medium, it would look like probably that. Pretty close, to be fair. Sorry, can you guys see that? There you go. Pretty close. Pretty close. Only a few tenths in it, really, but... What do we think? Be different? We would be doing quite the opposite of literally everyone else. With hard medium, if we're starting on mediums, you'll either win easily or be out the points completely. That's what I'm concerned about. Either we're going to plummet massively, or we'll be very dominant at the end. I don't know. Undercut's usually mega here. Yeah, but think how good we'll be on those fresh mediums against the slightly used hard tire. Like, it would be really good. I think the first 10 laps are going to be painful. The first 10 laps of that hard tire would be painful. If you're out DRS pointless, yeah, DRS here is massive. But the grip and the traction zones through Sector 2, you could get out of it maybe. Dunno. I think, at the moment, if we were to go on medium tires for the start, let's be honest, we're playing it kind of safe, aren't we? Because everyone's doing that. Everyone's doing the same thing. We could gamble a little bit and try the mediums at the end, and maybe have that better grip, better advantage, and maybe better position. Who knows? But if we do go on that hard tire, we are going to lose track position early on. And I don't know how important that will be. Because I feel like it would be kind of important. Have some fun, go hard, you reckon? There'll be a safety car, mark my words. I hope so. We don't usually get a lot of safety cars in my career, so I hope so. Conditions, this could be a full dry race. No rain expected. Alright. I think we go hard then, chat. You guys seem fairly adamant on using the hard tires. So, let's do it. You guys are strategists, don't forget. You guys call the strats. So, I'm trusting your word here. I'm trusting your word. Hard to mean you lose safety car advantage. Only at the start. But either way, I'm honestly... I'm honestly not too concerned about the safety car because we barely get them. Very rarely get them. So, I'm not too asked about that right now. Right. Prediction, ladies and gentlemen. Prediction. What do we do for that? Should we... I don't know. What do we do here, actually? We could do a team v team. Mercedes, Aston Martin, Ferrari, maybe? Wolfen's finished top 10. Bro, it's not happy with this hard tire right now. Ferrari versus Aston versus Merc. I like that, to be fair. We've got the Astons in 2nd and 8th. We've got the Mercs in 4th and 5th. And, of course, the Ferraris in 1st and 7th. So, honestly, pretty well-rounded, isn't it? Pretty well-rounded. And so we've got a safety car during that Brazil glitch. I think we used all of our safety car luck on that alone, to be honest with you. Let's do that. Let's do that. Ferrari versus Mercedes versus Aston Martin. Who will score the most points in this race? That should be a good one. Horus and Kinkosi, thanks for following us on Twitch, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in as well. Do you need plus 7 laps of fuel? Yes. I promise you, we will burn through this fuel like it's not even here. The thing is, in career mode, once you get through the seasons, like once you get to season 3, your car drinks fuel for fun. It's pretty stupid. So you always just go high on fuel in latter seasons. I'd imagine in season 4, you'd probably need like 9 laps of fuel. It's ridiculous. So, although you may see plus 7 laps, I promise you, we will get through at least 80% of it, I reckon. At least 80% of it. Dan, thanks for following on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it as well, dude. Right then, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, then, I think it is time to get ourselves ready for the Italian Grand Prix here in Monza. P5, ladies and gentlemen, is where we start this race. Not quite the qualifying we was after. We was almost on that front row, but that one mistake at Ascari has cost us quite dear. And we'll start on the 3rd row here in Monza. This is the strategy we are going for today's race. We are not doing that top strategy. We are doing the bottom strategy. We're going to start on the hard tires and go 28 laps on them with 25 on the mediums in that second and final stint of this race. Everyone else is starting on medium tires. We are the only driver starting on these hard tires. So we need to make the most of this and pray that going for that gamble is going to work out. I think it'll be difficult in the first 10 laps, but hopefully after that, we'll come into our own and hopefully take charge of the race. But at the start, it will be tricky. Ladies and gentlemen, today's prediction will be who will score the most points out of Mercedes, Ferrari, and Aston Martin. Make sure to get your predictions up in the chat. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for 53 laps of racing action here in Monza. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. The prediction is up on the Twitch right now. Which one of the 3 teams out of Mercedes, Ferrari, and Aston Martin will score the most points here in Monza? Let me know in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, where we will finish in this race. Put your prediction in the chat.
No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being.
Whoa, 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 Carlos, buddy. Bro wants me to end the race before it's even started. Good lord. All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Italian Grand Prix here in Monza. We start P5 for this race. Hopefully, we can try and get even better than that. But starting on this hard tire will make things a little bit tricky. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 5 red lights for the start of the Italian Grand Prix. Lights out and away we go here in Monza. And as expected, the hard tyres not getting any grip off the starters. Albon and both him and Hamilton going up the inside down towards turn 1. However, we can maybe try and sneak back around the outside here because they left that gap wide open for me. We'll try and get the grip on the exit of turn 2. And Albon's on that right-hand side, heading down through turn 3, Curva Grande, down towards the chicane. And we do have that straight line speed just to pull ahead of Albon for now. And we will maintain that P5 for the time being, with Carlos Sainz also getting into P3 at the moment as well. So, not the ideal launch, but we did recover back to P5 on the opening lap of this race. However, as we know, these hard tyres will struggle for grip in the early stages, so expect the medium tyres to be a little bit quicker at this moment in time. A little bit of a take down towards Ascari here. Verstappen backing out of his battery for the time being as well to hold position as we use a lot of that inside curb. Get the car over to the right-hand side, back over to the left onto the exit, down towards Parabolica. Leclerc's lost the lead. Yep, Fernando Alonso in the lead, which is terrible for the championship. Not good at all. Verstappen charging up his battery for his charge down towards turn 1. Alonso and Leclerc battled a little bit through the entry of Parabolica there. Alonso still on top. DRS will now be available, ladies and gentlemen, for the rest of this race. 21.8 to get us going for Fernando Alonso. Yeah, Verstappen's back down his batteries. We'll do the same. We'll just charge up a little bit down towards turn 1. Batteries can be really important here, so the more we can manage, the better. A bit of a checking up going on through turn 2. Alonso and Leclerc had a battle at turn 1. Leclerc back in the lead of this race. Hamilton and Albon are both fighting behind me as well. 9 tenths is the gap between those. I wonder if we could try and break a bit of DRS there, actually. That'd be good, wouldn't it? We're actually doing a solid job so far. We are doing a solid job on these hard tyres. How long that'll be for, though, I don't know, but I'll accept it. No complaints from me. No complaints from me in the slightest. Yeah, we broke that DRS to Hamilton. We have broken DRS to Lewis Hamilton behind us. Lost a little bit in the middle centre there to the guys in front. But again, that's kind of to be expected from time to time. As now Alonso gets through on Charles Leclerc again. Lots of switches for the lead directly in front of us here. But I tell you what, we're not in a bad position, you know, chat. We are not in a bad position against these hard tyres. As Alonso goes defensive, through Parabolica we go. Down towards turn 1. Let's see what happens down here then. Lead swap is helping loads. Yeah, it really is. Fastest lap for us, actually. And I tell you what, we've got a good bit of battery here for Verstappen. Having to go a bit defensive, running out of battery down towards turn 1, though. Lots of moving around going on. We're just going to try and back out of this one and just kind of wait and see what happens. Leclerc back into P1. There was a lot of moving around towards the braking zone there, so I decided to back out. Didn't really know what was going to happen, so I'm fairly content, honestly, just chilling and not really being sort of aggressive here. Because we're on that hard tyre, you know? We don't need to be too aggressive right now. But these guys are really slowing each other up by going too wide. Albon backing your DRS, yeah. I think Leclerc might have broke DRS to Alonso because Sainz battled him. I think Leclerc might be in the clear, I don't know. Difficult to say right now. Difficult to say. I think we can make a move at some point. We might be able to make a move soon. If he has, he needs a pass. Yeah. I think he might be within a second. Difficult to say, but he might still be within that second. Here we go, out of Parabolica then. We've got a lot of battery here. Let's start using it. Let's start using it. 19.9 for Charles Leclerc. 21.2 for ourselves. Here we go. DRS wide open. Use a lot of battery out of Parabolica here. Max Verstappen goes for the overtake on Carlos Sainz. Alonso going defense for the inside of turn 2. Carlos Sainz attacks Fernando Alonso at turn 2 as well as we get a little bit out of shape through turn 2. And that sort of thing there is going to stop us from making progress. Because there was nothing we could really do to get through when they were too wide like that. And that helps Leclerc massively, and I think he's broken that gap now. I think he's broken that gap. But I didn't have DRS. Yeah, so he already broke it then. So Leclerc's probably going to run away with this if there's battles. And we're under a bit of pressure from Sir Lewis Hamilton. Directly below us, 7-time world champion in that Ferrari now, of course. He's going to start the hunt to try and get past us in front of the Tifosi, the home crowd of Ferrari. Through Ascari we go, into the exit, down towards Parabolica. Carlos being a spanner, yeah, he did kind of hurt us a bit there, didn't he? Let's see. Verstappen charging his battery once again. We're still in a pretty good position though, I'd say. Hamilton's broke that DRS to Lance Stroll. Here we go down towards turn 1. We're getting off Verstappen, who's using up that battery now. Carlos Sainz trying to get past Alonso. Again, oh, there's just so much moving around. And they're 3 wide. Oh, God. Oh my God, how on earth are they alive? They just went 3 wide through turn 1 and 2. Alonso got a terrible exit, and we cruise by the Spaniard, and up into P4 we go. Verstappen and Sainz are 2 wide with each other now.
It looks so easy.
We'll let this one play out as they go super slow through the chicane. Sainz is not even trying to pull out that corner. But up into P4 we go on the other side. We thought we'd be falling backwards. Instead, we're just chilling and actually going up. Hamilton's also got by Alonso as well. And here comes Lewis Hamilton down towards Ascari. What on earth is happening here in Monza as Lewis Hamilton looks to the outside? He hasn't got that straight line speed that we do. And we do hold that position. Verstappen gets a little bit cut tight through Ascari. What on earth is going on? So much happening. It's Verstappen. It's low on battery now. And we'll cruise up the inside. Ladies and gentlemen, we're onto the podium. Lewis Hamilton on the inside of Verstappen and Parabolica now 5 laps in. This is absolute madness here in Monza. And we could get by our teammate Carlos Sainz to get into P2. Round the outside we go down towards turn 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we thought we'd be going backwards. Here we are. We're in P2. Oh, wow. 4 seconds the gap to Charles Leclerc. That's going to be a difficult gap to close down. But my God, what an opening 5 laps they got here in Monza. Pure chaos everywhere. Let's see if we can try and maintain some of this now, I guess. We've definitely got some speed on this hard tyre. And I hope it stays that way forever. But the thing is, Leclerc's actually pulling away. So that makes things all the more complicated. Here comes Carlos Sainz. I think I might let him go here. Because if we fight, obviously, that hurts us quite a bit. So we'll let Carlos go there. We'll try and be friendly with our teammate. And he gets by into P2. Clearly, mediums are horrible then? Yeah, something like that. I don't really know what's going on there, mediums. And we've got plenty of battery. Down towards turn 1. We'll get past our teammate Carlos Sainz again. Might be a bit of a threat from Verstappen or Alonso here, though. So got to be a little bit careful with that. Here we go on Carlos Sainz to get back into P2. He goes defensive. We'll just wrap around the outside. Bit of battery to help us on our way. Back into P2 we go. Is Verstappen going to try and make a move on our teammate? No, he goes defensive against Alonso. So that's even better for us. Even better. Whew. I think we're going to have a breather now, chat, right? We're going to have a breather now. That was a very, very crazy opening 5 laps, but hopefully things will just settle down a little bit now and we can just figure out our place. But I don't know, I feel like it's still not over yet because everyone's still in the same DRS train. So that Ferrari, yeah, Leclerc's flying, absolutely flying. Right, here goes Carlos Sainz on us again. We'll let him go once again. Alonso's up into P4 now, so he'll start the charge towards us. Alonso was rapid out in Zandvoort as well. And he's getting a little bit closer, isn't he? How long did it take it to get the perfect braking spot without racing line? A little while. It's all about, you know... my advice would be to watch some track guides on YouTube. There's a lot of very quick people on YouTube who really show you and break down every corner of every track. And it helps you quite a bit, so I recommend doing that. Up the inside we go, Carlos Sainz back into P2. The engine's basically maxing out down here as well. Yeah, I know, it's annoying, Scar, but I'd like to try and break some DRS to that train behind us, but I don't think that's going to happen. Honestly, to be fair, chat, probably could have done 110 for this race. I thought after qualifying 110 would be a bit too high, but judging by how this race is going, I think 110 would have been fine, wouldn't it? I think it would have been fine. Here goes Alonso up the inside. I think I was just a little bit nervous with the new update. I didn't really know how the race AI would be compared to the quali AI, so... And I think it's said to say 110 AI on race should be okay. But maybe in qualify might drop it down a couple clicks, because Yeah, that lap from Leclerc was a bit broken. So maybe in the qualifying we'd do 108 maybe, and then the race to 110. I don't know, we'll see. I think every track will be different, so a bit difficult to say. 19.6 for Alonso, but we're going to go back on the outside of him, and we'll go back into P2.
Good job. Nice overtake.
I like this position we're in right now. Kind of like just leading the train in a way. And we are catching Leclerc as well, 3.6. That's the closest we've been since we got into P2, isn't it? So this is kind of working to bring that gap down to Charles.
Okay, mate, and that's Carlos behind. They are faster than you.
Sainz just overtaken Alonso.
They are faster than you. Let them through, please, mate.
Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? Yeah, that's what I thought. Go quiet now. Little bitch. Fucking let Sainz pass.
Okay, your teammates drop back.
Yeah, have that, Carlos. Have that, son. 1-0. Thinking he can get priority in this team. Get out of here. Who does bro think he is? You ain't no one. 1961. Nearly got a purple lap there.
1.5 seconds.
Nearly got a purple lap. Yeah, we kept Mark and Sainz real humble, huh? Real humble. I do like that we brought that DRS to Carlos Sainz and Alonso, but I think it will still catch up. That medium tyre should still have enough to get within that 1 second to us again, so I'm not too concerned about that. We'll enjoy the bit of free air we have at the moment, but I think it'll come back around eventually.
Team Radio. Mr. Wipeout says Carlos is faster
hello.
than you. Do you understand?
That's a bit wide out of the right-hander. He's your teammate. Are you supposed to root for him? Not when I'm trying to lead the championship right now. I'm trying to defend the championship. Carlos Sainz is nowhere in the championship. Should be all about me. It's all about Berry. All about Berry. Box when? We are boxing 28. Right? Chat, I think. 28? Yeah, 28. Lap 28, we're boxing. To be fair, I mean, we're still chipping away that time for Leclerc, aren't we? We're still chipping away that time to Leclerc. Fletch, Notorious Gamer, and Drev, thanks for following us on Twitch, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in, welcome in. Mika, thanks for following the bit, sorry, on Twitch as well. Appreciate it, man. You still let Sainz back into you, right? I mean, in the car park, you know, in a car. Yeah, Sainz could back up into me. I wouldn't mind that, you know. Bumper to bumper. That's cool, me. I have no problem with that. I think Alonso and Sainz are fighting as well, so we're actually getting even more time on them. So we're in a very good spot. They keep fighting, we keep gapping. I like that. I like that a lot. And yeah, you guys were asking about the fuel, by the way. Look at the fuel already. 5.7. It was at 7.2 when we started this race. So we've already gone through a lap and a half inside 11 laps. So that's why we go over on the fuel. British dude from Essex tells popular Spanish dude it's 1-0. That's what we do, baby. Although he'd probably say 2-1 after the Euros, so I think he'd get the final word, really. Where did we qualify? P5. Right, Sainz will probably get past Alonso here. Again, are they going to fight? It looks like they might. And if they fight, the gap increases. And that's exactly what they're doing. Oh, actually, yeah, no, they are fighting. Yep, look at that. 3.1 seconds. It jumped from 2.7 to 3.1. How are these hard tires doing so far as well? Rear left on 11%. So, hard tires are still in a pretty good spot.
Track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go.
Hard tires are in a good spot. Achieve a lap time of 1:25.0. Our last lap's 20.3. Yeah, whenever you're ready. Team radio. Come on. Is it just not going to say it? Okay. I'll read it out. The way to win a championship is not by yourself. It's with the team. You're going to need Carlos. You're going to need the team. Oh, there we go. Okay. Right. Cool.
308 says the way to win a championship is not by yourself. It's with the team. You're going to need Carlos. And you're going to need the team.
Are you blackmailing me? Are you doing the McLaren blackmail on me?
Nice work.
We could one stop onto our soft at the end. We haven't got a fresh soft. That's the only issue. We haven't got a fresh soft. Consider this lap 40 comfortably if needed. I mean, a hard soft would be an option, but I just don't... We didn't have a fresh soft. We already agreed in qualifying to use up all the softs because we plan on doing a hard medium, so... Maybe the medium tires are already struggling after 13 laps. Because we are getting pretty good on Leclerc right now, aren't we? Watch the 2 over 20 on the right under the position, under the sectors. That's the position we're in. We're in P2 out of 20. I hope we're not P20. Doing something very wrong for P20 right now. Just saying your pace is very strong, the wear is very low on the hards, yeah. I mean, the wear on the soft tire will probably be about 6 or 7%. So if you think it's worth extending the hard tires, maybe boxing lap 41 or something for the softs to the end. Like, I don't know if that'll work, but
Okay, so we're leading our team
it could be an option.
5.3 seconds.
We're doing less than 1% on the left side of the tires on these hards. I would need to maybe save a little bit of this tire if we are going to do that. Otherwise, yeah. The more they fight, the bigger the buffer gets. Yeah, it's true. It is true. Why using hardly any battery? Because I don't really need to. Our pace is strong without it, so don't really need to use the battery too much. When do the medium guys pit? Probably in about 10 laps, just under maybe. Just under 10 laps, I'd say. Are we staying at McLaren, Mercedes next season? There isn't going to be a next season. This is the final season of this career mode, so gotta make the most of this. .12 Leclerc. How much are we getting per lap right now? Driver in front.
Leclerc is ahead of you. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 2.1 seconds. They're on old mediums. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time,
20.7.
You're closing by 0.4 a lap. Keep it going.
We're getting 0.4 a lap. We did a 20.3. So we're getting, yeah, at least 0.3 a lap right now. This is good. I like the position we're in.
Team Radio. Bucks_in_6 says Berry, it's Dimitri. Can't wait to see you lap 28.
No!
I've been practicing all week and we finally got our time under 7 seconds. See you soon, pal.
That's with a front wing, right? Under 7 seconds with a front wing. You forgot. Please? Dimitri. We've not asked a lot from you this season. But we are going to need something special from you today, fella. Going to need something very special. What sim stand do you have? The Next Level Racing FGT. Box lap 40 go on softs. As I said earlier, the only issue with going on the softs at the moment is the fact that our current softs are used. That's the only issue right now. We're still gapping Alonso and Hamilton, by the way. They're fighting so hard. They're just losing so much time. Ooh, bit of a lock up down towards turn 1. I'm going to hurt the front left. Still getting time. Puntown, Distant, Grand, thanks for following us on Twitch, guys. Appreciate it. There's a few more that I'll get to in a moment as well. Appreciate the follows, guys. Medium's running good for 12 laps. I think you should plan to go to lap 40. That's a long way to go on the hards, isn't it? Gotta be able to understand that. Wasn't a bit too high of a gear. Paul, thanks for follow as well. Fearless, and Cahill, and Lucas, thanks for follow us as well, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome all in. Appreciate the new follows. You guys are legends. Wait, are we 1 hour away from 500 hours in F124? By the time the race ends, we should have 500 maybe. We have to celebrate this historic moment together, chat. We have to celebrate together. Go hard to medium. That is the debate right now. If we do medium tires, we need to get to lap 28, but honestly, judging by Leclerc's drop in pace on this medium so far, I'm honestly contemplating going a bit longer on this hard tire. Especially because it feels so quick as well. Alonso's broke DRS. He has, yeah. Alonso's 1.4 seconds on Sainz. So keep an eye on that gap to Alonso, chat. I know we were kind of focusing on Leclerc right now, but let's just see if Alonso does start to pull a bit of time on us. It looks like it's opening up, though. Which is good. See, have a look at lap 35 to 40, then see if softs are possible at 40 to 45. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea, actually. So you guys think we extend this stint to 35 at minimum, right? You guys think we extend the stint to 35 minimum? Is he 35? Okay. So we've got another 18 laps to do at the moment. We're essentially halfway through this stint, that's what we do. Just don't pit. I would love to, but unfortunately the rules say you have to pit. All depends on the rear left. Speaking of, 16%.
We're getting some strange readings from a couple of the sensors. I don't think you need to be worried, just some bad data. So keep doing what you're doing. I'll let you know if we notice any genuine problems.
16% that rear left.
Behind, 9.3 seconds.
Still looking pretty good, isn't it? Also that front left as well, to be fair. We were more talking about the rear left, but that front left is also kind of along the same lines with issues, so I'll try and maybe take it a bit easier on the right-handers. Just to keep the temp down a little bit. And that will help the wear as well. So let's keep the our rise to the tire temps. That rear left is at 109 degrees. It's definitely a bit too high, so we'll try and work the tire temps down a little bit if we can. Parabolic will be the main one for it, really. 1.6 to Leclerc right now as well, so... yeah, that's the highest one to go right there. That's the highest one to go. 20.6 again, so our lap times are consistent. 1.6 still the gap to Leclerc. It's come down a little bit. Not by much, but a little bit. Do you gain a lot with manual rather than auto? If you know how to do it, then yeah. How much of the science is still fine for P4, so that's also good for us. Yeah, that rear left's coming down in temp now that we're looking after it. And that will really help us, won't it? That will really, really help us. Getting on Alonso, good. So Leclerc's pace is very good then, because he's also extending to Alonso still as well. These darn sensors, tell me about it, dude. Every race these sensors. The team refused to change it. That's a little bit deep at the parabolica, but should be okay. Follow Leclerc to box? No. He's going onto hard tires. Why would I do that? We're on the hard tires right now. throwing Leclerc into a box would be pretty silly. We are actually almost within DRS of him here. What was that last lap? That was a good lap, I think. Oh, 20.6. It was actually a fairly standard lap. I think Leclerc's pace is dropping off even more than, isn't it? We might overtake Leclerc by the time he pits. It is possible. We could take the lead of this race by the time he decides to box. Monza all over again. It's feeling like it, isn't it? Yeah, we totally won't get disqualified, Scarbot. Totally not. Totally not. Oh. Bit of a slide on the midpoint of a scurry there. But almost in DRS, man. Very close. Oh, we can be inside of it. It's coming down. It's coming down. Ooh, did we get DRS there? I think it was close. I don't think we did this time around. Let's have a look. No, we didn't. It was very close, though. We're gaining a lot in that back straight. But not quite this time. 20.4, a bit of an increase in lap time. We are getting closer and closer. No DRS on Leclerc, but the slipstream really pulled us a bit closer here. Out from turn 2. I think we're going to have DRS this time around, aren't we? Why's the name that guy, Vince? In Italy, Vince is win. There's your answer. You answered it yourself. That's all we do around here. Ooh, bit of a slide on the rear ends. Trying to get off the chicane. 2 for those rears, sliding a little bit now. Have it a couple times. And there we go. There's our first bit of DRS on Charles Leclerc. And we will get that a little bit closer down towards Ascari. We might be able to make the overtake down towards turn 1. Down towards Parabolica, 6/10 gap at the moment. As we'll stay out the slipstream down towards the famous final corner of this track. Around Parabolica, we can go a little bit understeer on entry. We'll still get that slipstream. We'll get a bit of battery here as well. Here we go. 5/10. 4/10. DRS. Nothing for Leclerc. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, to take the lead in front of the Tifosi round the outside. Down towards turn 1. We'll give plenty of room on the entry. Give plenty of room on the exit. Who's got the grip? We do! Ladies and gentlemen, we do lead the Italian Grand Prix for the first time in this race. We'll try and pull away if we can, but I do think Leclerc will just stay inside of our DRS for the time being. A bit of a slide on entry into the first part of the chicane there as well. He might get back by us here down towards Ascari as well. Let's see. I think he'll have enough. We'll use some battery. Here he comes. Charles Leclerc down towards Ascari. A little bit too far back. Opts against the move for the time being. So maybe he'll do it down towards turn 1. But we are going to complete our first lap in the lead of the Italian Grand Prix. Right in front of the home crowd of the Tifosi. What better way to humble them, huh? He'll get DRS speed down towards turn 1. He'll probably get back by me. That was clean. It was a good, clean battle. Here he comes down towards turn 1. Is Leclerc going to go back into the lead of this race? He looks up the inside. We're going to go wheel to wheel with Leclerc once again. Down towards turn 1. Oh, a little bit of touch in there as well. And turn 1 as he rides that inside curve. He gets the exit out of turn 2. But Leclerc getting fierce. Elbows out at the opening corner. And a bit of contact, wheel to wheel contact between ourselves and the Monaco driver as we head towards the first chicane. We'll just charge the battery for the time being. Big tussle with Leclerc, though. Trading rubber. But it's good we're competing with him right now, because he's going to box fairly soon off that hard tire, off that medium tire. Let's keep pushing. Have you won a championship in this career? Yes. Just lift up here.
Take button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy. Come on.
Come on, keep pushing. Tell me about it, Scarbot. Tommy and a Fluago, thanks for following us on Twitch, guys. Appreciate you as well. Welcome in as well. Hope you guys are doing good. One second loss to Alonso. Yeah, it did get a bit of time, didn't it? That's the one downside to these battles. Here we go down towards turn 1. We'll get past Leclerc a lot earlier than he did on us. And we'll get back into the lead of the Italian Grand Prix down towards turn 1 as we lock up that front left again. And we do meet the corner nicely at turn 1, though. Where's Alonso? Alonso's P3 right now. P3. What's the championship standings? We currently lead the championship right now by 21 points to both Leclerc, to Verstappen and Alonso. So Alonso being P3 right now is good for us. Means we'll extend the championship. At the moment, by 10 points. Well, 9, because he's left fastest lap. Oh, Leclerc's going to go for it here, isn't he? Hello? What are you doing? You're going to go past me or not? I was leaving him space wherever he wanted to go, and then he just goes his back at me. Fair enough. I just held the middle of the track. You want to go by here, or... No, you're still going to sit by it? Okay. If you say so. He'll get me a turn 1 anyway. Not too sure what that was all about. Which tires are we boxing onto? We still don't know yet.
Okay,
Like,
so
bro, go past me.
by 15.8 seconds.
What's he doing? I don't quite understand these antics from Charles Leclerc right now. He just doesn't want to overtake me. He just keeps pushing me. Bro's trying to bumper draft in F1. What are we doing here? Audio's gone static. Oh, shit. I'll fix it in a second. 1 second. How many championships have you won? Just the one. In Season 2. We're defending it this season, Season 3. There we go. Let me quickly adjust the audio real quick for you guys. He's playing mind games? Maybe he is. And if he is playing mind games, he's doing a great job at it. A very good job. So while we pause as well, let's do a mid-session save real quick as well. Just in case of any issues. Just in case. Do you know who's replacing Lewis next year? At Mercedes? Yeah, I do. You all know who it is, chat?
Okay, we lost the position. Trying to keep focus.
We'll just stay behind for a second. It's Latifi. Latifi's coming back to replace Lewis.
Okay, we're approaching.
Honestly, great call from Mercedes, gotta say. Whoa, yo, Leclerc's moving mad, chat. He is moving mad. Even moving while I'm trying to overtake him as well now. How many championships have you won? I already said 1. We are seeing people pitting, chat. People are boxing. This is it. Lap 26. They've opted to box. I think Leclerc will be in this lap then. So the round of pit stops is underway. Do you think Perez is going to race F1 next year? He shouldn't for Red Bull anyway. He shouldn't for Red Bull. Michael, thanks for following on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in as well. How long is that pit at Monza? I think it's just over 20 seconds. Right, 22, 23. Right, let's see. Charles Leclerc should be in. In he goes. Charles Leclerc is in for his pit stop. I think he'll get ahead of Stroll. I think Stroll's going to box again, though. Yo, look at Logan Sargent at P4, chap. My goat right there. That's my goat. Get him back in that Cadillac in 2026. That's what I say. Okay. Right. Chat, we need to talk strategy again. We need to talk strategy. We've just seen everyone box off from the medium tyres. Everyone who's currently on the medium We'll box again. So, what do we do? How long do we go on these hard tires before we box? I'm starting to feel them slide a little bit, so they are getting a little bit sketchy now. That really left at 24%.
The car behind you's just come in for the
Lap
hard
35,
tires.
pit for mediums.
Car behind, running hard tires.
I think we should go to lap 35. I can definitely take these hards longer. I'm only really feeling the sliding happening now, so we could definitely take these tires a bit longer. Hold out to the 35 for mediums. So do you think the softs is off the cards? No one's going to box again, no. No one's going to box again.
Box, we're coming in this lap.
Keep it on the gap. Yeah, 24 seconds. It's already coming down. But it should do. He's on that fresh hard tire. Look at our hard tires. We're on 24 on that rear left, so his hard tires should be faster. But I think we've got to try and get to about 35 on the mediums. And then we can really push them as well. If we go to 35 and then box onto medium tires, we won't need to manage them. We can basically be relentless on the mediums.
Okay, mate, we've got high reserves of ERS, so let's try and use some more.
Train ERS to 45. We can do that. Just give a bit of a push real quick. We're actually catching this Sauber still. Absolutely rag them. Yeah, that's the idea.
Okay,
There we go.
nice
Easy.
work. Really good job.
What up, Peter?
on target, mate.
I just hits me up. It was really good, actually. It was a good, fun, chill one.
Okay, pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised.
If you do softs, you do 43. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's worth it. I personally don't think it's worth going softs. I think we should stick to mediums. When is the infamous Monaco? We've already done it. Been and gone. You won't be seeing Monaco to the new career mode, basically. Yes, Leclerc's getting about, what, 8/10 a lap? Roughly? Softs lose too much track time to Leclerc, yeah. And I don't think we'll get enough life out of them either, will we? So we'd get about maybe 7, 8 laps of pushing, and then it just falls off. The softs do deteriorate fairly quickly here, so... Yeah, I'm happy to go mediums at 35. Maybe a touch later, depending on how we do, but... At the moment, we're just going to extend this stint. 6/10 a lap from Leclerc. It's not terrible, is it? It's not great. Definitely not great, but... Could be a lot worse. What, Peter? How much time loss for a pit stop here? Well, Leclerc was behind us by 6/10. He originally came out 24 seconds, I want to say, behind us. Was it about 24 seconds? So I'm going to assume about 23. Maybe it's slightly more. What's the chance of rain at the end of the race? Weather report. 3.6 Runken, not great, not terrible. What a series, by the way. Yeah, no rain at the moment. No rain expected. The Chernobyl series from HBO, honestly, so underrated. Really good series. Is F124 a type of arcade game? I would say more arcadey than simulation, that's for sure. 21.8 from Leclerc. Albon's having a great race, by the way. Look at him in P5. Really, really good race from him so far. Chernobyl's an amazing miniseries. Yeah, very, very good. Is Max going to pull a Rosberg? No, he's not.
43.1 seconds.
It's not free run because it's 15,000. There are some cold quotes, isn't there? Cold, cold quotes. Is Ferrari still winning the prediction? Yes. I believe so. Well, I don't know, actually. We're getting 25, 18, and 12, so they're getting 30. No, I think Mercedes are. I think Mercedes are. Because we're getting 25, Carlos Sainz is getting 10 right now. So I believe Mercedes win the prediction at the moment. Last lap time, 20.3, by the way. These hard tyres are not dropping in pace at all. I know, Ross, it's crazy, isn't it? But yeah, there's actually quite a few scenes that use real-life footage. But yeah, the entire thing is scary, isn't it? Very scary.
Okay,
Box lap 31, 32.
fastest lap of the race so far.
No, I'm going to go a little bit longer. I'm going to go a little bit longer. 7 tenths lost on Leclerc last lap. Oh, really? I thought it was less than that. He was 21.6. Bama Grizz coming in with that Twitch Prime as well. Thank you much, Bama, for the Twitch Prime, my dude. I appreciate that, ladies and gentlemen. Get a spin chat to welcome Bama into Vince Fan for the first month with that Twitch Prime. Appreciate Bama. Thank you. Honestly, Josh, to be fair, I think 110 might have been too easy as well. I'm not going to lie. Our pace is pretty good on 109. I think it would have been pretty good at 110 as well. It seems like they ramped up the quali pace quite a lot, but maybe not so much the race pace in the update. That's what I'm sensing so far. It could be, I said it earlier, it could be that we do 107, 108 in quali, and then 110 in the race. That seems to be maybe the way to go for us. Lost a massive amount against Leclerc, maybe about a second. To be fair, we lost a lot of time there, didn't we? That was a 20.4 from us, so we get a decent lap. But Leclerc has got fastest now. Maybe want to contemplate this soon, maybe, chat. Maybe want to contemplate this soon. Have we pitted yet? No. What should we do? Should we box maybe soon, or should we go a little bit longer? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? We are starting to lose a bit of time to Leclerc now. What should we do? 33, you reckon? This lap? 34? I still think 35 will be okay. I still think 35 will be okay. He's not gained as much this time around. 19.9 that time from us, to be fair. I tell you what, that's still a strong lap, isn't it? If we can do more 19.9s, maybe we hold out till 35. Should we just all-out push for the next 2 laps? At box 35? $19.5, so you only gained 4 tenths that time around. That's not bad.
Okay,
Need time to catch and overtake. We can do that on the mediums. Don't forget how quick the mediums will be in comparison. They should be a lot quicker. This should be a lot quicker. Blake are coming in with that Twitch Prime as well. They watch Blake for the Twitch Prime as well, my dude. I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, get us through spin chats. Welcome Blake into Vince Fam for the first month of that Twitch Prime as well. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I think we go all out till 35. I agree. We're going to push hard, chat. Pushing hard till 35. Let's go. Let's use up the rest of this hard tyre, which is still in decent shape, all things considered. Ridpeg Bama, ZP. Thank you for the follows on Twitch, guys. There's a few others I'll get to in a second as well. Blake, of course, thanks for follow as well. Rico Sepet, thank you for the follows as well, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome all in. 20.1 that time around, so not quite as good, but only a couple tenths off. Right, end of 35, chat, we're in. End of 35, we box. And we should come out ahead of Alonso as well. And that'll give us plenty of time and clean air to catch Leclerc on a fresh medium. Carlos Sainz, fastest man so far. He did a 0.3. So the fact we only were about 5 tenths off from that is not bad at all. Use the ORS this lap? Yep. Well, I want to kind of manage it for the next 2 laps, basically. I want to use all of it for the rest of this lap and next lap, essentially. So I'm going to keep a little bit in the tank for the next lap. You still have soft selected. Good eyes. Good catch.
Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye
No.
on distance.
One more, Mark. One more.
Approach and make sure you don't speed.
One more. 18.6 from Leclerc. 18.5. He is gaining. He is gaining. We can save some battery for it, please, don't worry. All right, here we go. One more. Lap 35. Ladies and gentlemen, type 1 in the chat right now if you think we should box this lap. 18 to go. Here in Monza. Type 1 in the chat right now if you think it's time to get onto those medium tires. Oh, yeah, you guys are adamant. You guys are adamant. Let's do this. Let's do this. Get her done. Out for the chicane we go. 18.5. Holding that gap nicely so far this lap. Let's use everything we got. Come on. It's on subs. It's not. It's on mediums. It's on mediums. Don't worry. Oh, lost a little bit of traction in the scurry there. 18.1. So we're going to come out about 7 seconds from Leclerc, I think. 7 seconds from Leclerc. Here we go. In. Oh, I cut that a little bit short there. Could have broke a little bit later. Look like going around Parabolica right now.
Okay, let's go.
Onto the medium tires we go.
Perfect job on the turn in there, mate.
2.4, good pit stop. No fuck-offs from Demetrius, we'll love to see. There goes Leclerc into the lead of the race. And it is about 24, 25 seconds in the pits. So a little bit more than what I expected. But let's see what that gap will be to Leclerc as we head through the first few quarters. Tires will be a little bit cold at the start, obviously. And it is about 6 seconds to the Monaco driver. Alex Albon, 19-0 for the Thai driver. It will gain a little bit on this lap because we need to warm the tyres up. But once they hit temperature, we should start seeing that time coming down. Might even see it this lap as well, who knows. But 6 seconds is the gap we've got to bring down, and surely we can do that. Surely. Inflation of box 33. The thing is, we get to push this medium tire even more now. Don't forget that. We get to push this medium a lot more as we get a little bit squirmy for Ascari. Sure, we get less time, but we've got 53 laps of racing. We're on lap 36. I think we'll do this. We're already starting to gain now as well. 6 seconds out of Parabolica. We're good on fuel. Should be. 2.9. Might get a little tight, but should be okay. What does yellow intersector mean? It means you're down your best. We should start seeing a lot of green centers coming through very soon. 5.7 out of turn 2. Look at that. Gained nearly 3/10 in that chicane alone. Yeah, we should see purples, actually, to be fair. Maybe not in sector 1, because obviously no DRS right now, but in the middle of sector, we should see the greens, purples pretty consistently. Did dip that front left into a bit of gravel there, which isn't ideal, but should be okay. Albon P4. Albon is cooking. Absolutely cooking. He's fighting with Hamilton for that 4th spot. Yep, green middle sector, as expected. 5.5 to Leclerc. Come on. Come on. Yeah, look how much we gained, chat. That's about, what, 7/10? 18.8.
That's a new fastest lap of the race.
18.8, fast lap of the race. We could be looking at a full house of points here. Could be looking at a full house. 4.8. This could happen sooner rather than later, you know. 6 tenths last lap, not bad. Not bad.
Okay, let's see if we can catch the car ahead. Gap currently 5 seconds.
.9. Come on. Come on. Everyone's a polar bear in Arlington, Texas. I think Carlos Sainz is also in that battle with those guys too, so keep an eye on how that unfolds. Not too sure where Verstappen is. Verstappen's quite far down, actually. Not good for his championship chances. Purple middle sector. Over the line we go here. What's this lap time? Oh, 18.9. Almost beat it. Got a rainbow lap, though. Green, purple, and yellow. 4.5. How much we get that time, chat?
We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
We're getting over a second Alonso. Three and a half tenths. That wasn't as much, to be fair, was it? May look close, doing pretty good on that hard tyre then. .3. Come on, let's keep pushing. Keep hunting, chat. Keep hunting. Lazy, thanks for following on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it as well, dude. Welcome in as well. Hope you're doing good. Why is the frames dropping every now and then, man? Stop it. Why no one like me? Do you like the yellow or red better for sectors? Yellow by far. Yellow actually matches what happens in real life. In yellow, they use yellow sectors. I don't know why they use red in the game. Either way, good change. I like it. 18.9 again. Consistent lap times. What was the time this time, chat? How much did we gain? About 4 tenths. I'm starting to get a lot of frame drop issues. What's happening? 2 tenths, I believe. No way. How are we only getting 2 tenths? Tire temps look okay. He has free air, so do I. Wonder if he's maybe burning his battery a bit more, I don't know. Battery wasn't deployed on the previous lap, it should have been. We are double green so far on this lap, though. So hopefully this will be a good gain.
Here's some information on Russell for you. Okay, they're out of this race.
George Russell's out. Seth's kind of been interesting. 19-0, did mess up Parabolica there. Went a bit wide. Help, Lucas. Yeah, George Russell's put over to the left-hand side, or right-hand side maybe, out of turn 5. His car is still there. Yellow flag's still waving, but no sign of VSC or safety car. Focusing at turn 10. Copy.
Yellow flag ahead.
It's a little bit deep in the chicane. Yeah, left-hand side there for Russell.
Green flag.
Bit of a dangerous spot, I'd say that. His car was quite close to the track, but you know what the game's like. Game don't care. Game do not care. 7 tenths that lap? Oh, we're good. We gained big then. We gained big. 3.3 to Leclerc. Realistic FIA stewards. Yeah. Racer Reds are bang on that. Nah, it shouldn't be a red flag. It should be a VSC. We never get VSCs or safety cars for mechanical failures. Never happens. This felt like a good lap. Let's see how it is. 18.7, there we go. That's what we're looking for. 2.9.
So far.
We did once. Wasn't that also because of heavy rain as well, though? I think because it was heavy rain. And it was really heavy, to be fair. Is VSC even a thing in this game? Yeah, it is. Eight 10-star lap, good. That's more like it. Driver in front. I just want to get an idea of his lap times.
Leclerc ahead, and gap to the car in front, 2.8 seconds.
What's his last lap?
They're on fresh hards. Okay, they've done 15 laps on those tyres. Time last lap, 1 minute 19.4. This is excellent.
19.4?
Closing in by 7/10 a lap.
I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, I don't know why I keep getting frame drops. You guys might see it as well, but the frames keep dropping every now and then. Don't know what's up with that. Bugging me out, though. As long as we get through the race, I don't care. 5 laps in the striking zone. Is that what the AWS is telling you? We aren't a million miles away from some back markers either, to be fair. I'll tell you what, if we catch that big train at the end, who knows what happens. If I get sent to car every lap, Brazil Season 2, imagine. Imagine. We did fix that somehow, didn't we? I can't remember how we did it, but we did fix it. And then we had to, like,
Okay, so we're leading our team
purposely bring a safety car out or something.
23.0
Can't remember.
seconds.
Let Leclerc win, it's his home race.
By 5/10 a lap.
I don't know how to tell you this, man, but Leclerc is not from Italy. Oh my god, bro. His frames. I think it was a red flag. Oh, it might have been actually, yeah. Dude, these frames, dude. What the fuck? How's it getting worse? .1, come on. Smell that DRS. We're only 1.1 seconds away from it. We're only 1.1 seconds away. This I should say, just in case. Yeah, might be a good idea.
But remember,
Might be a good idea.
we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres.
1.9, come on. Little lock up in that front left again, down towards turn 1. Getting 6/10 this lap. Good, good, good. If we do that and a bit more, we might get DRS next lap.
Leclerc is ahead of you. We don't want to let this hold us up.
And there's the goal.
So do your best to get past and get on with the race.
There is the goal. It was a bold call to want to start on the hard tyres, but so far, it's looking like a fantastic strategy. But we've got 9 laps of racing still to go, and we still need to pass Leclerc and hold the lead over him, while he's still got some pretty strong pace. This could go down to the wire. Here in Monza, in front of Tifosi, who are cheering on the Monegasque driver to win this race.
At the moment, just focus.
But have we got something to say about that? I think we do. 1.4, great Ascari there as well. Where's Hamilton? He's in P6 right now, battling with Albon in P5. Leclerc's pace today has been really good. Ever since he broke the train, he disappeared. So we've done really well to recover from a tough qualifying hit. Come on. Good first couple corners. How's the traction? Not too bad. Still just over a second. We're almost within DRS range of Charles Leclerc. My coat Albon gonna win, trust. It's got 27 seconds to catch. I'm sure we'll do it. I believe in him. I believe in him. Come on. DRS. We've got it, ladies and gentlemen. We have DRS on Charles Leclerc, and we're going to get a big speed increase and maybe a first chance to take back the lead of this race. Maybe the start of 46. He's struggling with battery. He's struggling. Albon lag to the front. Here we go, down towards turn 1. Fastest lap of the race, 18.6. Here we go, against Charles Leclerc down towards the opening corner. Leclerc defends the inside. A little bit late to the brakes. We try and wrap it around the outside. Who's got the traction here? Leclerc just has the traction and will hold the lead of this race. And a sign of exactly what he wants to do. And that's defend. Here we go down towards the next chicane as well. Leclerc defending for his life. And he will hold the lead on lap 46. Great defending from Leclerc. We just couldn't quite get the exit out from turn 2. And Leclerc holds on to this lead. We'll try again down towards Ascari maybe. Although it might be a little bit too far back here. We'll just wait. We'll just wait. Got a little bit closer. We're going to lift off here. Defends the inside. It's going super defensive here. Charles Leclerc is under immense pressure right now. Can he do it for the home team? Can he do it for the home team? I think we're close this time though, aren't we? And we've got a lot of battery here. Is this going to be the moment now? A lap later to the original battle. Down towards turn 1. And this time, it's done and dusted, ladies and gentlemen. We lead here in Monza. We take down the man that Tifosi are aiming for. And can we try and pull away now? He defended really hard on lap 46. But we made it work at turn 1 of 47. We'll try and pull away, but might be tricky. We have broke that 1 second at the moment. Will we keep that, though? I think he's just going to keep it, isn't he? He's just about going to keep it. Come on. Clean air is king? Maybe. Maybe. Tyres are still looking pretty good, though. Look at the tyres. No worries about those. But Leclerc's pace, with the motivation from the home crowd of the Ferrari, is exactly what is keeping him at bay right now. Do you have traction control on? No. All my assists are off. Here we go, Parabolica. Is he going to attack us here down towards turn 1? Is he going to attack us down towards turn 1? Yo, why is my what the fuck is happening in my TikTok chat, by the way? Why is everyone spamming the same question? What's happening? What are you guys doing? We do hold Leclerc at turn 1. Am I supposed to answer this? Is that the whole idea? Have I got to answer it? Do you recommend starting at Williams in an F124 driver career for a good start? No. Are you happy now, chat? Oh, look like it's back at Ascari. TikTok's to making him drop frames. Maybe that's why, to be fair. Maybe that's why. Here we go. Leclerc's not giving this up, by the way, is he? He's not giving this up. Here we go down towards turn 1. DRS wide open on Charles Leclerc. We should get by him again. Oh, it's going to be tight turn 1 of those here. Now we got him. We got him. This is going to go down to the final lap, isn't it? But we have got the 2 Audis in front of us. And I think we're going to catch him. Shut up, Lucas. Don't do this. No. No. Do not become TikTok Twitch. My Twitch is spamming the same question now. Stop. Enough. Don't be as bad as TikTok, please. This is supposed to be the good side. You're supposed to stop the dark side, not join them. If anyone watches Star Wars, you'll know. Oh, Leclerc's almost a DRS. He's going to get it, isn't he? Yeah, just. Oh, no, maybe not. Rebalance the force, not leaving the darkness. 18-2. Holy shit, what a lap. Was not expecting that. We did use a lot of battery there, though, so that might hurt us. And these Audis are getting very close. I don't like this. I hate back markers. I really hate them. Especially when it's AI, too. Lap 50-53, ladies and gentlemen. Last few laps of this race. We've actually broken that 1 second quite nicely to Leclerc now, 1.5. Oh my god, the frames are terrible, dude. What is happening? My game is dying. We need to finish this race ASAP, bro. These frames are struggling on me.
Radio. Bucks_in_6 says, Vince, do you recommend starting at Williams in F1 24 driver career for a good start?
Shut up, chat. Did you recommend starting with Williams in Farming Simulator? Chat, this copy-paste is not funny. But yes. 1.2 to Leclerc as we cross the line. How the tyres looking now? Rear lift at 18%. Might start feeling that in the next lap or so. Oh god, look at these guys. Oh no. They're fighting so hard for fucking P18. Behrman, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Joe, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, now hold Leclerc up. Hold Leclerc up. Hold Leclerc up.
You watch your fucking mouth.
Hold Leclerc up.
Vince, do you recommend starting at Williams?
Stop!
24 driver career for a good start.
Enough! Behrman didn't get... Oh my god, Leclerc's got DRS. Leclerc got DRS. 1.2. He's gaining. He's gaining. .3 seconds. Come on, come on. Do not lose out now. Here we go. Penultimate lap, ladies and gentlemen. Second to last lap of this Grand Prix. At the moment, we are painting Italy black and orange. Can we hold on to it, though? 1.5 seconds to Leclerc. Okay, chat for real stop, though. Oh, almost on the gravel there. 1.8 seconds. I think we got him. I think we got him. .5 seconds. He did get a little bit of that middle center, didn't he? These frames are still struggling. But image didn't go through. Good. Okay.
Flying KT says, Vince, do you recommend starting at Williams in F1 24 driver career for a good start?
Okay. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. On to the final lap of the Grand Prix. 1.7 seconds to Leclerc. It was a gamble starting that hard tyre, but it's looking good so far. Come on. Oh, God, a little bit too much in second over turn 2. That upset the car quite a bit. Leclerc's getting a little bit because of that. But at the moment, it does look like we are going to take home 26 points and extend the gap to Alonso by another 11 points, which is huge. He'll get a podium, but it's not going to be enough points to conquer us today. .8 seconds still. It's looking very good, ladies and gentlemen. Last few corners. And there's going to be a big party in Monza tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But it's not going to be a Tifosi party. One more to go. The famous Parabolica. It was such a gamble starting on that hard tyre. But boy, did we make it work. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, in front of the Tifosi. We paid the town. Not a Ferrari red. It's an Austrian red. Come on. Big win, ladies and gentlemen. Big, big win. And that's exactly what we needed. GG.
Well done, mate.
Oh, man. What a W. What a W. Why are the Audis still fighting in front of me?
There it is then, the victory in the Italian Grand Prix. An historic race and an achievement they can be immensely proud of.
Wow. What a battle. Yeah, the frames are shitting themselves. I don't know what happened. Drive the day was Perez. Don't even know where he started. Yeah, the frames are breaking themselves right now. I don't know what's going on.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach
3 hour 30 stream time for a nap. Feel like Audi will be a mid-4 team IRL. They'll start off kind of weak, I think, but...
Then to Mercedes, your race winners.
Oh, man, what a race, ladies and gentlemen. What a race. Chaos from start to finish, really, wasn't there? But gambling that hard tyre was a fantastic strategy, and it has paid off massively. And look at that. We take another victory this season. Race win number 6 and our first here in Monza. GG. What a day. What a day. Is it worth getting F124? I just started playing F123 a week ago.
Wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us.
I'm not too sure, to be honest with you.
With more Formula 1.
I mean, it kind of seems a bit pointless getting F124 if you just got F123 last week, but if you find it on a good discount, then maybe, but otherwise, yeah, probably not. Probably not. Adam, Leon, Jammer, and FS5. Thank you for following us on Twitch as well, guys. I appreciate you. We had a $4 tip as well from Anonymous. Thank you for $4 as well. And Jammer's coming in with that Twitch Prime as well during the chaos that unfolded at the end of that race. Thank you so much, Jammer, for that Twitch Prime as well, buddy. I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, that's just been chat to Jammer, Intervince fam, for the first month of that Twitch Prime. Appreciate it. Thank you, man. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Big, big win on enemy turf. That's exactly what we wanted to do today, and that's exactly what we've done. We'll extend the championship lead by 11 points to Fernando Alonso as well, which means it's a 32-point gap between ourselves and the Spaniard. A great way to finish up Monza. Next up, of course, is Baku, another track where straight line speed will be quite important, but will have its trickeries with some of those tight left-handers and right-handers. So, yeah, got to try and nail this up with that, and hopefully we'll have a good race out in Azerbaijan. But here's how the finishing order is. We do finish up on top with that fastest lap as well, and we'll get the 26 points to go home with us. Charles Leclerc and Fernando Alonso will round out the podium in 2nd and 3rd. Carlos Sainz, our teammate, finishes 4th after starting 4th. Hamilton finishes in 5th. Albon finishes 6th. Verstappen, who started 3rd, finished 7th. Tough day for the Dutchman. Lance Stroll, Logan Sargent getting points as well, and Sergio Perez on that top 10. And you can see the rest of the finishing order there as well. Both of McLaren's a really dismal day for Zach Brown's Oranges. But, yeah, 16th and 17th for McLaren's. Only one DNF today in George Russell, who finished in P20. And, of course, both the Saubers, 19th and 18th. Just like normal, basically. Just like normal. As for driver standings, then, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we now have a 32-point gap to Fernando Alonso. A very good race for ourselves, and that is a very, very comfortable gap to have between ourselves and the Spaniard. Max Verstappen, of course, not a great race for him. He now drops out on Fernando Alonso by 9 points. He's on 231 after the Monza Grand Prix. Leclerc sitting in 4th at 203, and you got Carlos Sainz 134. So still kind of tight in the championship, but also kind of open at the same time. So, yeah. As for constructors, we do lead the constructors by 70 points to Aston Martin on 336. Red Bull on 306 as well. We're 100 points up on the Austrian team. Ferrari in 4th, Racing Bull in 5th, McLaren, Alpine, Williams, and Haas in that top 9, but Sauber still yet to score a single point. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is a W day at the office. GG. How come Ollie Behrman's in your career mode? Because he wanted to be. Ollie personally messaged me and says, yo, Vince, can you put me in your career mode, but like maybe put me in a Haas or something, or maybe a Sauber, a Ferrari-powered car. And I was like, sure, Ollie, no worries, I got you. And that's why. Verstappen did a Gasly in Vegas, P3 to P7 before the DNF. He did. He did. What do you have in your wishlist for the F125 game? A good handling model. A good handling model. What happened to Racing Bull that was so dominant? Honestly, I have no idea. They're still a pretty strong team in this career. They just aren't getting results anymore, so... I don't know. Very weird. Very, very weird. What do you think of Paul Aaron? Good driver. I think he might get an F1 drive at some point, but... I don't see him as like a future world champion, if I'm being honest. Oh, secret meeting time, ladies and gentlemen. Not as if it matters too much, because, you know, we don't really... We're not planning on doing a season 4, but let's go see what's up. Let's go see what's up. Yeah, my frames are struggling today. I don't know what's going on. Absolutely struggling. What's up, Lauren? Wait. Oh, yeah, it's Racing Bull, isn't it? Our hopes. 50% on recognition. Dude, recognition is so broken on this game, isn't it? It's so broken. Yeah, these frames are just horrible. Let's just finish shifts. Let's just get out of here. Why do you drive under the Austrian flag? I don't.
In bad news, the good news is the meeting went well.
It's Barry that does.
The bad news, your current employers got wind of it, and they aren't thrilled. Get ready to grovel. This might set back your recognition with them a bit.
Oh. Okay, fair enough. Either way, who cares? Yeah, we aren't Austrian ourselves. It's that character that's Austrian. I'm British. Everyone knows I'm British. But that character is Austrian, so... Right then, ladies and gentlemen. That is today's stream over and done with then, and a big result for ourselves out in Monza. Another win for ourselves, 2 wins in the last 3. A lovely, lovely couple of races for ourselves in the last few, and hopefully we could try and get another one out in Baku. Show R&D? I got you. That's the R&D right now. I tell you what, if we skip a bit more time, we might be able to see if we get the R&D balancing the field chip done. Is my voice okay? A little bit croaky. Got a little bit loud. Oh boy.
Has failed. Any redevelopments will need to be ordered from the R&D screen.
In accordance with the R&D scenario, rule set, front wing flap profile has been removed from the car. Where is that exactly? Where is that? Oh, it's this one here. There we go. We'll try and get back on the car, but I don't think much will happen from that, so... Alright. Austria with the most British name ever? How do you get British out of Barry Huckleheim? What's British about that? Oh, yeah. The first British name you think of is Huckleheim, is it? Don't think so. Don't think so. Right, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be us done and dusted for the night. Nothing British about it. I mean, maybe Barry's a little bit British, but not by much, I don't think. Not by much. That dropped you to 3rd. It did, but to be fair, it doesn't really matter that much because the top teams are very, very close to each other. Whoever's actually top doesn't necessarily win the race all the time. So when it's that tight, it really doesn't mean too much. So right, ladies and gentlemen, let's finish up the day, shall we then? So as always, we are going to raid over someone as we always do. So appreciate if you guys did stick around for said raid. I will end the TikTok stream. Don't worry. Who we got live right now? Dana's live. Tom's live. Tom's just started his league race. Should we raid Tom, chat? What should we do? Or do you want to raid Dana? What do you guys want? I'll let you guys decide. Tom or Dana? I know, Cake, I know. It's not Tom as in, like, Tom B. It's Tom97. He's doing a league race right now. Who do you guys want to say hello to? You want Tom? Alright, we'll go say hello to Tom then. We'll go say hello to Tom. He's doing a league race around Zandvoort right now, so we'll go see how he's getting on and wish him well for his race. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is me for the night. Next time we'll be live will be on Wednesday for the next Grand Prix. That will be the Azerbaijan Grand Prix for the Barry Huckleheim career mode. That's 5 o'clock, as always, on Wednesdays. So make sure you guys set your alarms, put in your calendar, and we'll be there for, hopefully, another extraordinary race. All my social medias are in the chat. Twitter, Instagram, Discord. All in the chat right now. Make sure you jump on Discord if you haven't already. It's where you get announcements when we go live. There's a schedule so you can see what we're doing on what day. And, of course, you can hang out with me and all the other viewers on Discord as well. So do jump in on that already. For those on TikTok, click the link in my bio. That takes to all my social medias as well. But until Wednesday, have a fantastic rest of your night. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday, 5 PK time, ready for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Bye-bye.